strong with my remarks simply because if Dallas wants to truly belong in the Super Bowl picture, they have to beat teams like Tampa. They lost barely. They have to beat Kansas City on the road. I don't care where they play. They have to beat them. They have the personnel to beat them. They have the coaching staff to beat them. They have to do them. Once they get over that hump, the confidence you get as a talented football team, even though we all look at them and go, wow, they're really good. For me, they don't quite believe it as well as we believe it. This is huge for Dallas.
But a team like Dallas is very physical. But when you call, they are set the perfect recipe to run on the road. And this is a tough place to play, though. You guys always talk about how difficult it is. Kansas City's a great market, great fan base. We expect a great game. It's the Chiefs and the Cowboys. America's game of the week.
I really did think you'd be the first to go in. I promise I will be next.
I'm excited! The holiday season has begun.
Yes!
And whether you eat white or dark meat,
When did this new slab of beef get delivered? My name's Chris.
Fox Animation Domination has a full night stuffed with new comedy.
Time to face the rest.
Do you want me to leave you guys alone?
Fox 8, the place to be.
Turn hard-working days into happy nights. Our Battery AK Home Runner Series starts at just $199.99. Real steel. Find yours at over 10,000 local steel dealers.
There's no need to wait for Black Friday when you can get Black Friday mattress savings now at Levin Furniture and Mattress. Your choice, diamond luxury plush or extra firm. Save 40%. Now only $479. Century hybrid pillow top save 46%. Now only $379. Save up to
After an eventful start to this NFL Sunday, to say the least, we have a division leader showdown in the Midwest. Out of the NFC, it's the Dallas Cowboys sitting at 7-2, and out of the AFC, it's the 6-4 home Kansas City Chiefs from Arrowhead. This game, I do believe, will come down to the wire. Running game, explosive plays, what defense bends but doesn't break. Dallas, of course, coming off of a home win against the Atlanta Falcons, who got shut out at home on Thursday night against the Pats, 25-0. Kansas City last Sunday night went to Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, and defeated the Silver and Black Raiders, who are actually the Cowboys' next opponent on Thursday. But today, on Fox, Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, Aaron Andrews on the call from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, with the NFC East leading Dallas Cowboys and the AFC West leading Kansas City Chiefs, in arguably one of the most hostile environments in the National Football League. No Amari Cooper for Dak Prescott to throw to. However, Michael Gallup did in fact return from an injury last week, playing for the first time since Week 1, in which Dallas went to Tampa to begin the season on a Thursday night and lost on a game-winning field goal. Since, Dallas has only lost to the Denver Broncos. That was 2 weeks ago. They're 7-2. Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard running the football extremely well. Kansas City, on the flip side, will get Clyde Edwards-Helaire back at running back. He has not played since Week 5. So, some injury news on both sides. Wasn't expecting Tyrann Mathieu to now be questionable. He is dressed. He seems good to go. We'll see if he plays. But as we're halfway through the season, everyone's banged up. Of course, just depends on how hurt you actually are and if you're still good to play or not. So, Tomahawk chop to start me up. Kansas City on to kick off. The Cowboys are back deep to receive. They will get the football here first today. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. This is, in fact, America's Game of the Week. A 4:25 kick, 3:25 local on Fox. And we're underway. Return from the 5-yard line. And Tony Pollard out past the 20 to the 25 on a 20-yard return. 1st and 10 boys from there to begin the game. Mike McCarthy, of course, in his second year with the Dallas Cowboys after a Super Bowl champion winning season 11 years ago with the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay on the road at Minnesota, just lost on a game-winning field goal. It's been, for the most part, an eventful day, as mentioned earlier, to say the least. I mean, a few ugly blowouts, a few low-scoring games, a couple close games. First play of the game here today, though. Deep ball, far side, incomplete, a little overthrown, out of bounds. Intended for 13, Michael Gallup ramming his way down the sideline, but Dak Prescott can't hit him. Some busted coverage as the defender slipped and fell. And Tyrann Mathieu out there. It looked like he lined up off sides on that play. They didn't call it. And then they go deep. Complete to CeeDee Lamb. He's going to get 7 yards or so, 3rd and 3. They go deep on the very first play. It's incomplete. Fake the run there in the flat far side on a crosser over the middle. Complete to 88 CeeDee Lamb, who gets some medium yardage for a 3rd and officially 3. Out of the gun, trips near side. Right to left across your television screen, right in audio dial for the Dallas Cowboys on the road this afternoon against the Kansas City Chiefs. And once again, thank you for tuning in and listening. Prescott gets a snap. Deep down the middle, incomplete, the 45-yard line, intended for Noah Brown. 4th down and a minute in, they go 3 and out, and they'll punt. Yeah, it was a good play. That's a drop. You got to catch that. That's right on the money from Dak. Hit him right in the shoulder pad and dropped it. That's incomplete. Come on. That should be a Cowboy first down right now. I could really care less who wins this game. I just want a good game. I expect this to come down the wire, as mentioned. Back and forth. I mean, it might turn into punt contest here for a time being. You know, some low scoring until both teams get moving here once they settle in. But punt down inside the 20. It'll be 1st and 10 Kansas City as they get their second year back at LSU back. And number 25, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So 1st and 10 from the 14. They're going to hand off to 2-5. And he's up the middle for 6 to the 20. 2nd and 4. Good to see Clyde Edwards-Helaire back for the Chiefs. In his absence, up until as of late, of course, Kansas City's been a roller coaster all season long, up and down all over the place, side to side. The rushing game wasn't there. Now he's back. We'll see if they can get it rolling once again with him and run their way to potentially another division title into the playoffs and maybe their 3rd straight Super Bowl. Arguably, this could be a Super Bowl preview here this afternoon as well. Only time will tell. Sunday before Thanksgiving. Hopefully everyone has a happy Thanksgiving on Thursday. But until then, we still have a lot of football left to be played. 1st down run up the middle, back-to-back to 25 and out to the 28-yard line as he has 2 rushes for 14 yards. 6 and 8 out of the gun. Mahomes pump fakes. He's going to dump it off to him and about a yard or so. I was looking for Kelsey down the middle, it looked like. And then he dumped it off on the screen. They get a yard out of it, 2nd and 9. So these two teams very rarely meet. Of course, it's a cross-conference showdown. AFC, NFC, once every 4 years, depending on the schedule. Unless, of course, they meet in the Super Bowl, which they have not. So, 2nd and 9, roll out near side, complete to Tyreek Hill on a gain of 10, 1st and 10 Chiefs. Making it look easy against this Dan Quinn Cowboy defense, who put up a margin of 40 in the victory last week at home against Quinn's former employer in the Atlanta Falcons in a 43-3 win. Out of the gun, under center, they run an end around. Tyreek Hill down the far sideline, inside Cowboy territory, down out of bounds at the 28-yard line. In the game's biggest play so far, a 40-plus yard run on an end around as they fake to Williams. Good blocking up front. That's where it all starts. Gonna be able to block to run. Had a convoy in Blake Bell and a few offensive linemen. And Tyreek Hill, the cheat himself, ripping this Cowboy defense apart. A few minutes in, they go to Hill once again. That's 3 straight plays. Pass, run, pass. You run to pass, you pass to run. It's called balance and consistency. Keep the defense on their heels. That's an 8-yard pickup. 2nd down and short. 2nd and 2. Mike McCarthy, Andy Reid, both Super Bowl winning head coaches. Out of the gun, empty set. And slant over the middle, intended for Hardman, incomplete. Kansas City lucked out on that. Kansas City lucked out on that for sure. 3rd and 2 now after the incompletion. Hit Hardman right in the hands. And if Dallas had a defender a step or two closer up the middle, that ball would have been picked off and probably a decent return out past the 25, but incomplete. 3rd and 2, Micah Parsons near side, looking to come off the edge. In the meantime, up the middle, Dallas jumps off sides. It's automatic 1st down on a 5-yard penalty. 1st down, Kansas City. And first penalty will, from the John capital P instead of Hussey as our white capper this afternoon with the call. Goes to Dallas. That's just stupid. You don't want to shoot yourselves in the foot, but it's still early. Still a lot of football to be played. Keep playing. It's all right. But, of course, the penalties add up in the end, and that's what cost you the game, and we'll look back on it and talk about it then at that point. But 1st and 10 from the 15. Mahomes is going to pump fake, roll out. Looks behind him. I don't know why. There's nobody behind him to begin with, but he's going to tuck it and run and looks to have enough for a 1st down. 10.5, 11 on the run. 1st and goal inside the 5 for the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Two dual threat quarterbacks doling it out with Dak Prescott, who went 3 and out, and now Patrick Mahomes, who's leading his team downfield after the Cowboy opening punt. Out of the pistol. What the fuck's this? They're going to audible to Kelsey in the gun with the Mahomes in the backfield. They run a wildcat to Kelsey up the middle, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown. That was an interesting play call. Different formation. I mean, it was a pistol formation, but even with the wildcat with the tight end lined up at the quarterback position, the quarterback's always lined up, for the most part, always out wide. But they line them up in the backfield behind with Hill and Williams beside, fake the give to both, and Kelsey runs up the middle and into the end zone for 6, and the Chiefs strike first. 6-0 here, 10:01 to play in the opening quarter, pending the Harrison Butker extra point. Kansas City, they go 86 yards and score a touchdown. Extra point, no good. Wide right. So 6-0. 6-0 with the touchdown and a missed extra point. 6-0 Kansas City. Dallas with a 3 and out. Going to move the ball more than 7 yards. And off the punt, the Chiefs drive 86 yards and score a touchdown. Mahomes, along with, that was the Tyreek Hill drive, as he had a few consecutive plays back to back to back to him on a few passes and a run down the far sideline that set this drive up inside the red zone before, of course, the Travis Kelce rushing touchdown. Who had that on your bingo card today? But Mahomes is 3 of 4 for 19, along with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who got it going to begin with, back from injury. 2 carries, 14 yards rushing. He also has a catch for a yard out of the backfield as well. But Tyreek Hill, 1 carry, 33 yards rushing. Hill also has 2 catches for 18 yards receiving. But Travis Kelce scores the touchdown. 1 rush, 4 yards, and a touchdown before the missed extra point. So 6-0 is where we stand at here. About 5 minutes or so in. Update some scores from earlier right now as well. This NFL Week 11 Sunday before Thanksgiving. We'll have 3 games on Thursday. We'll have the Bears-Lions on Turkey Day, oh my, from Motown at noon. The mid-afternoon kick will be these Dallas Cowboys hosting the Silver and Black Raiders, and the Bills and Saints in the nightcap, as both teams are going to be coming off losses, with Buffalo losing at home to Indy earlier. Couldn't stop Jonathan Taylor. And then New Orleans just lost to Philadelphia. Currently right now there's 3 games going on. Cincinnati and Vegas, Dallas and Kansas City, and Arizona and Seattle. But Week 11 began on Thursday night, as mentioned, with the New England Patriots blanking the Atlanta Falcons and their owner Arthur Blank 25-0. But earlier today, and we'll update stats and scores as always coming at halftime as well, so stay tuned. Colts 41-15 over Buffalo. Baltimore found a way to win on the road in Chi-Town without Lamar Jackson against the Bears by 3, 16-13. The Lions covered the spread, but they still don't have a win, even with their tie against the Steelers last week. They're 0-9-1 now. They lose at Cleveland by 3, 13-10. Houston upset Tennessee on the road, 22-13. Minnesota, as mentioned, won on a game-winning field goal, 34-31. The Dolphins went to East Rutherford and beat the Jets by 7, 24-17, along with the Eagles winning at home for the first time since they won at home in Week 12 last year against the Saints as well, 40-29. Ron Rivera gambling his way back home to Charlotte against the Cam Newton-led Carolina Panthers once again, and defeating his old team by 6, 27-21, and the 49ers went to Jacksonville and beat the Jags by 20, 30-10. With Sunday Night Football still to come later on tonight, in which I'll have live watch-along reactions as well. Pittsburgh and LA, the Steelers and Chargers on Sunday Night Football, so hopefully you'll be able to tune back in for that. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. But in the meantime, back to the action with the Dallas Cowboys and Kansas City Chiefs. A handoff from Prescott to Ezekiel Elliott. Stuffed, loss of a yard. 2nd and 11 now from the 24. Dallas in the gun, 2 receivers top, 2 receivers bottom of your screen. A bubble near side, complete to Gallup. But he's going to lose 4 yards back to the 20, and it's now 3rd and 15. Dallas going the wrong way. End zone's in front of you. There's one behind you, but it's not yours right now. You got to move forward, not behind you. Going backwards. Dallas not looking good for him right now. Prescott going to step up, and he's going to go down on the sack, a strip sack, and the Chiefs recover at the 20. That's Chris Jones. Chris Jones, just go down, buddy. Don't fumble it. First turnover. A recovery on a strip sack. Return yardage. Really didn't get anywhere, but it'll be 1st and 10 Chiefs, it looks like, around the 23, 25-yard line, depending on where they gave them forward progress at and where they're going to spot the football. So, yeah, Dallas, this could get ugly for him if it keeps up. On the road, hostile environment. The Packers, go back to that game a couple weeks ago when they played at Kansas City. That game was ugly in the first half. They kept it close, but then in the end, the Chiefs sort of pulled away. No, they didn't. A win's a win in the end. But, I mean, if I'm Dallas, I just can't be shooting myself in the foot like this already. Offside on 3rd and 2 leads to a touchdown. And then you turn the ball over. Now you got to hold them to a field goal, hopefully. Just lucky for you, they missed the extra point earlier on their touchdown. If that comes back to bite them, we'll see. But, yeah, just not a good start for Dallas here. Trips left. And Hill's going to be by his lonesome near side. We have trips top your screen left to right here. 2nd and 7 for Kansas City. And Micah Parsons gets to Mahomes, but Mahomes gets rid of it first. Incomplete near side. Intended for Darrell Williams. And DW couldn't come down with it. Incomplete. I didn't see no late hit, but... Oh, they want a pass interference or a late hit? Maybe a face mask? That's nothing. Let him play. No, that's not a penalty. Well, maybe that on Van Der Esch, yeah, maybe a little bit from behind, but good no call on both. Let him play. You know, the thing is, if it's penalty, call it. If not, don't. Let him play. And it's still early. Obviously, the clear, obvious penalty, the only one they've thrown was an offside because it was an offside. Now on 3rd and 7, incomplete, intended for Josh Gordon. And Kansas City's going to have to settle for 3. So Dallas is going to luck out with the fumble and force the Chiefs to kick a field goal here and hope they make it when they've already missed an extra point. So, yeah. Not a good start by Dallas, but they hold on defense. Bucker on for a field goal. This officially going to be from about 37, 38 yards. 37 officially, okay, from the 20. 4th down and 7. And the kick's going to be up and good right down the middle. 9-0 with 7:55 to play in this opening quarter. 9-0. So 3 and out by Dallas. The Chiefs drive and score. Missed extra point. Dallas with a strip sack fumble. And the Chiefs capitalize with 3. Kansas City leads it 9-0. So once again, thanks for tuning in and listening. As always, I'm your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Cool Hand Luke 96. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Thumbs up button. Share hashtag NFL, hashtag Cowboys, hashtag Chiefs, hashtag DAL for Dallas versus KC for Kansas City. Chat questions and comments, super chats, super stickers, always greatly appreciated as well. So yes, hashtag NFL, Cowboys, Chiefs, and the game hashtag as well there. And if you have a chat question or comment, be sure to drop it below. Yeah, not a good start here for the Dallas Cowboys on the road. You know, they're 2 losses, okay. One on the road, week 1. They won 6 straight before dropping home game 2 weeks back against Denver. 1 last week as well against the Falcons, so they sit at 7-2. Going to Kansas City, who's now 6-4. They've won a few in a row and it still is, to an extent, a roller coaster of a season for the Kansas City Chiefs, up and down, side to side, all over the place. As I've mentioned all year, it's like they win one, then they lose one. They win the next, they lose again, maybe they lose again, or maybe they get hot and win a couple in a row, which they have as of late. But now they get, of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire back. I mean, that last pass on third down was intended for Josh Gordon, who they signed. Of course, fell incomplete before they had to settle for the field goal there from 37 yards out to now lead 9-0. But, you know, Patrick Mahomes is going to be Patrick Mahomes. You know, they have 25 back. Of course, Darrell Williams tried to hold it down. I mean, like I said earlier, the rushing attack really wasn't there in his absence. He hasn't played in about 2 months. I mean, they have been working Jerick McKinnon as well. I haven't seen him yet today, but, you know, he has weapons to throw to downfield as well. It's you get your playmakers the ball in space and let them do their thing. You know, Hill on that opening drive got him into the red zone before they ended up scoring. And, you know, it's balance. They run to pass, pass to run. Andy Reid knows what the hell he's doing. Eric Bieniemy, the offense coordinator, hopefully he'll get a head coaching gig at some point in time here coming up shortly with the coaching carousel in college football and the NFL about to heat up. Dan Mullen was fired earlier today down in the swamp. So the Gators are going to be looking for a new head coach for 2022 in college football. As USC, LSU, and Florida are the three big openings right now, of course, followed by TCU, Virginia Tech, Washington State. But we'll get more into that discussion at another time. But in the meantime, back to the action. 1st and 10 from the 25 for the Dallas Cowboys. Pollard going to be in motion. Under center is Prescott. Going to hand off to Zeke and Elliott for 2, maybe 3 yards if he's lucky up the middle on the run. Second down, about 8 here, under 8 to play in this opening quarter as the Chiefs, if you're just now tuning in, lead it at home 9-0 because of a missed extra point on their opening touchdown and then a field goal. So 9-0 Kansas City. As Dallas is going to go hurry up, trips in a bunch near side, empty set, and a completion to Dalton Schultz out past 35 for a Cowboy first down to the 38. 1st and 10, Dallas. As everything's bigger in Texas, they go to the big man, number 86, the tight end, one of the 2 tight ends, I should say, in Dalton Schultz, of course. They also have Blake Jarwin, but doesn't look like he's playing right now. So under center, Prescott again. This will be a run to Zeke. But Cedric Wilson in motion. Prescott going to go deep down the far side. Intended for Schultz again, and it's incomplete. So, I mean, tight ends get involved here early. Forgot to mention earlier, I do believe, because of the injuries. Actually, no, I did say this because they got Michael Gallup back, now that I say it. Amari Cooper's out. He's on the COVID-19 reserve list, out. So he's out today. He'll miss Thursday as well because of the short week, as they'll host the Raiders on Thanksgiving. But just as I was mentioning with the Kansas City Chiefs, with Patrick Mahomes having weapons to throw to, Dak Prescott has the same. Both these offenses are very similar. So they hand off on 2nd and 10. Zeke up the middle for about 6, maybe 7 will be 3rd down and short. So really, you know, it comes back down to the running game. Who makes more explosive plays? And then in the end of the game, when it comes down to it, what defense is going to bend but doesn't break? This game still early, yeah, no doubt about it. 9-0, still going to come down to the wire. 60-minute game. Hell, we might go to overtime, for all we know. Dallas went to New England right before the Patriots got hot and beat the Pats on the road in OT. That was about a month or so ago. Prescott on 3rd and 4 going to step up. It is complete to Michael Gallup, who has to step up today in Cooper's absence. It's going to be Prescott to Gallup a lot and Prescott to CeeDee Lamb a lot. We'll see how much they work Zeke and Pollard out of the backfield in the screen game. I mean, hell, they've already gone to Dalton Schultz a few times on this drive as well. I mean, yeah, no doubt this is their best drive of the game thus far. 3 and out and then a fumble on their neck. So 3rd time might be a charm for the Cowboys to drive and score here to cut this lead early on the road. 5:25 to play in the opening quarter. And now a direct snap to Pollard, and then they fake it to Prescott on an end around near side, and Tony Pollard down the far sideline is going to get pushed out at the 15-yard line. And some trickery getting these offenses downfield as Kansas City ran that end around with Tyreek Hill, and then they run a wildcat to the tight end, and Kelsey walks in for 6. That very play there, Pollard with Zeke to his right, Prescott in the slot, top of your screen, direct snap. They snap it. Pollard starts running towards Dak. They fake the end around. Might have been a pass if they would have had somebody deep downfield, but he went, and a big run, 1st and 10 at the 15. And a completion to Zeke for 2, 2nd and 8 at the 13 now, so a good start by Kansas City, yeah, no doubt. Zeke injured, limping on the sideline. That's not a good sign for them. But they still have, of course, Tony Pollard, who, I mean, it's his right calf, it's his right ankle is what it is. It's a lower leg right injury. Right leg injury, excuse me, is what it looks like. Cedric Wilson in motion near side. They hand off to Tony Pollard. Run the rock, run the ball. And a 3-yard gain to the 10, be 3rd and 5. Yeah, it's his right leg. It's his lower right leg. Below his knee, it's his right ankle foot area, back of his calf. That's where it's at. Defender landed on him, tackled him out of bounds. An awkward landing for Zeke. 3rd and 5 from the 10. That's a false start. 3rd and 10 back at the original line of scrimmage after that big run now. 15. False start, 5 yards, replay down. It was an empty set, 5 wide. And Prescott, you can read his lips. But 3rd and 10 from the 15. CD in motion near side. I don't think Dallas can hear, because they're arms in the air. What the hell is the snap? Deep ball far side, incomplete to Gallup. And they're going to have to settle for 3. And luckily, I do believe Greg Zuerlein has since returned from the COVID list as well, so they have him back at kicker. Yeah, Dallas, 3 straight drives. I mean, that stalls because of a penalty. Just not a good start for them on the road here today, by all means. But from 33 yards out, here's the former Ram, Greg Zuerlein, to get the Cowboys on the board with a field goal, to cut it to 6. Kicks up and good. 9-3, 2:50 to play in the opening quarter. 9-3. What is this, a Kansas City Royal Texas Ranger game? 9-3 with 2:50 play in the first. So still a lot of football to be played, yeah. Dallas going to have to start making some stops on defense. I mean, really, I know I said, okay, it might turn into a punt contest here early. You know, it might be slow and steady, a little low scoring, which it is. I mean, it's been fast-paced since, and we've only had that one punt because, of course, you had a fumble. The Chiefs scored again, so we've had a few kickoffs, and we're going to have another when we return because of the Dallas field goal there. So 9-3. And, yeah, Dallas, the linebacking core, okay, I get they got rid of Jalen Smith, and then he also got cut by Green Bay recently, so I don't know what's up with him by any means. Other than I know he's, suffered a few injuries in his career at the college and now NFL level as well, but Dan Quinn, of course, taking over the defense. The Cowboys right now, I get it's the regular season. They really haven't been able to win in the playoffs in 25 years. But they're arguably playing some of their best football that I've seen in quite a while. They are. And you got to respect it. So Dallas on defense, it's going to start in the middle with our linebackers. I get, as just mentioned, no more Jalen Smith, but they also don't have Sean Lee anymore either. He retired after last year. But they replaced him with another former Penn State line from LBU and Micah Parsons, who's now beside Leighton Vander Esch from the Blue Turf in Boise. And they're playing well. It's just Mahomes and the rest of the Cowboy defense is playing well as well. Can't forget about Trevion Diggs having like 1,000 interceptions a game. It's just Mahomes is playing a little bit better right now, and he's picking them apart. And they're keeping it simple, they're keeping it balanced, and they're running the football. Trying to, at least. Both teams are. And, of course, with some injuries coming into today, now during the game as well, it's going to get interesting, to say the least. But that's why we still, of course, have another 3 full quarters of football to be played with this remaining 250 in this first. So something's got to give. I don't know what will. I'm sure something will, as always. But I still feel this game, no doubt about it, is going to come down to the wire. What defense is going to bend but doesn't break. I would think advantage to Kansas City because they're at home. But as just mentioned a little bit ago, the Cowboys have been able to win in a big game on the road. They have. I mean, they lost week 1 on a game-winning kick to Tampa. But that was week 1. We're now in week 11. So there's been a lot of football played since then. There's still a lot of football to be played. The Eagles are coming for Dallas in the East, it seems like, and they'll play week 18 at the end of the year before the playoffs begin. Byron Pringle on the return, out past the 30-35, 1st and 10 Kansas City. So they get some good starting field position on this drive. We'll see if they can capitalize off of it. But, if Dallas ends up losing, honestly, yeah, they could probably afford to lose it. But I still feel they're going to have a better chance than what everyone's given them to go on the road and win this. Because, just as mentioned, I feel the Cowboys, okay, they get beat by the Broncos, and then they beat the Falcons. Their 2 losses to the defending Super Bowl champs and one of Kansas City's 2 opponents per year in the AFC West. Flag on the play on a screen, complete to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Gets a 15-yard gain for a first down, but this might be coming back for a hold. They'll replay it down 1st and 20 if so. But see what the penalty is. Holding on the offense. 10 yards. They'll replay it down 1st and 20. Yeah, that's a hold. No doubt about it. That is a hold. But Dallas is going to be in this game. And I say that just because they haven't started well. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So how do they get over the hump and get themselves back in this game? 1st and 8. Why is it 1st and 8? They took the 10 yards, right? We're going to have an update. This game, along with Cincinnati and Vegas and Arizona, Seattle, the only 2 other games on with this Cowboy-Chief game. And Arizona up 7-0 on the road against the Seahawks. As they got shut out on the road, Seattle did at Green Bay last week. And it seems like the sky is falling. Not with all the rain, it always rains down in the Pacific Northwest, but the sky might literally be falling in Seattle with the Seahawks right now. I'm not playing some damn good football. I get Russell Wilson just returned, first game since the Green Bay game last week, but they're going to have to start winning some games if they're going to even want to think about being in contention to make the playoffs here in about 2 months. These two teams, as I mentioned, division leaders in the East and West, respectively, in the NFC and AFC. But today, 3rd and 5 from the 41, 9-3, Kansas City, as we hit the 5 o'clock hour. As Mahomes gets the snap, complete to Hill, and he's going to get a first. So they obviously took the 10 yards from the end of the hold and backed them up 1st and 8 on the 15-yard completion on the screen rather than 1st and 20. Get a few more yards, 3rd and 5 there, and they get a first down. So under a minute to play here in the opening quarter. Kansas City starting to drive again. Cowboys on defense is going to come down to defense, it seems to me. With Devin Prescott on offense, going to have to make some plays. They're going to have to get some stops to start out with and go from there. Because if not, it's going to get ugly. Mahomes pump fakes deep down the middle, has a man, and Byron Pringle, 13 to the 13-yard line on a big reception from 15. Patrick Mahomes to close out the opening quarter. They'll have a 1st and 10, as they'll switch ends, of course, to begin the next when we return with a 6-point lead at the end of the first quarter. The Kansas City Chiefs lead it 9-3. Yeah, that was a big play by them, no doubt. I don't know how the hell you get that wide open coming over the middle of the field. Of course, Dallas, it looked like they were playing a deep high safety down the center, and he just didn't come up in time, and they got beat. And that goes for almost 40 yards on the reception. If I can do math correct, they're at the 49, so there's 1 to the 50, and then another 7 from the 20 to the 13, and then another 30. Yeah, so about 38, 40 yards on the reception there. So they'll have 1st and 10 to begin the second quarter. And once again, the Cowboys are going to have to get some stops. Because if not, and they're going to allow Mahomes to pick them apart and move the ball downfield all game long and just wait until the Chiefs start running the football and working the clock and you're in a hole and you can't get out of it, the game's going to be over by that point in time. So Dallas on defense, they're going to have to get some damn stops. And it's going to start now. I mean, yeah, no doubt about it. It might be a tale of two halves. They might find a way, if they can capitalize potentially off of a few Chiefs turnovers, if they can even get a turnover or two here this afternoon. Strip sack, well, Chiefs capitalize with a field goal off of it, so who says you can't do it either? But until then, they just have to start with getting some stops on defense, plain and simple. Until then, Dallas is going to be in a hole, and it's going to be a little too hard for them to get out of it, because it seems to me that Mahomes and the Chief offense here, they are making it look as easy as lemon squeezy. Picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. This is like, you know, NFL offense right now against a high school defense. That's what it seems to me like. And it's a shame I even say that, because I know what I just said about the Cowboys, because they're playing some damn good football right now, and they are. But a bad start, and you can't get out of it, well, until you do, you're stuck. And deep ball, back corner near side, incomplete. Be 2nd and 10 from the 13 to begin the second quarter now. And yeah, Dallas got beat on that deep ball. How the hell you get that wide open?
It's just not possible. Just a blown coverage. And it looked to me like Diggs probably the one who was expected to help get underneath.
Officially 2nd and 10 from the 14. Pringle in motion. Mahomes in the gun, going to fake the give, complete to Hardman, and Hardman's going to get a 1st and goal at the 1 and maybe even into the end zone for a touchdown. They're going to mark him short at the half-yard line. Be 1st and goal from there. I mean, you're already down a touchdown. You don't want to be down 2 here. Early 2nd quarter. Yeah, he's down. He did not get in. Okay, 73 is reported eligible for an extra blocker. Hell, maybe even Mahomes gets him a football. But, yeah, Dallas is getting picked apart right now on defense. Fullback in motion. Goal line, and they run an option. And Mahomes is going to toss it, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire, in his first game back from his injury, got a penalty flag on the field. Got a flag on the play. We'll see what it is. I think the touchdown is still going to stand, and then the Chiefs are going to have a decision to make if they want to kick it or go for 2 to make it a 16-17-3 game. Maybe a hold? Yeah. Nice option. Okay, after the touchdown's going to stand. Touchdown, Kansas City. How the fuck is that taunting? Are you kidding me? If he has another taunting, they're going to kick him out. Okay, so the Cowboys elect to, rather than have him, kick off from the 20, they'll have him attempt maybe a little bit, as I guess he did point to him even before he walked into the end zone for 6. Like, hey, I beat you. You didn't get me in time, and I scored on your ass. Dallas elects to take the penalty here on the try. So Kansas City's definitely going to have to kick it now. So it'll be, a 47-yard extra point? 48-yard extra point. Yeah, but then with the missed extra point, he made a 37-yard field goal. So back him up 10 yards. I guess it's windy. We'll see if this factors in, but kick's going to be up and good anyway. So taunting penalty or not, he just got to watch himself. Cool it down. The taunting needs to fucking stop to begin with. That shouldn't even be a penalty. Kick's up and good, though. 16-3 with Clyde Edwards-Helaire scoring a rushing touchdown. As he used to play electric bass, now he's scoring touchdowns in the NFL with the Kansas City Chiefs in his return from injury. So 2 rushing touchdowns, one by a tight end, one by a running back. Kelsey from 4 yards out, and Clyde from about a yard or so out. Missed extra point along with a field goal. Dallas the field goal as well. 16-3 is where we stand at here early 2nd quarter. So, yeah, that was another interesting play call from the goal line. A few trick plays factoring into this early scoring with Dallas and Kansas City. Of course, Dallas's field goal to cut it to 6 at 9-3. The big play that got him in the red zone before the drive stalled was on a direct snap to Tony Pollard, who then faked the end around to Dak Prescott and hightailed it down the far sideline. And then they have to settle for 3, which they got. But this last drive, once again, the Chiefs making it look easy. They can't stop them. Dallas cannot stop the Chiefs on offense right now. They can't. They're making it look easy. They're getting picked apart. They have to start making stops if they want to get back into this game. They're down 2 scores early. I get there's still a lot of football to be played, but it's going to have to start sometime soon, hopefully now, if Dallas is even going to want to, try to make this a close ball game at the end, because it could very well get out of hand as well. And Kansas City could just put it on them, and this game turns into a blowout before, who the hell knows, maybe the Cowboys then at that point down by however many they're down by 13 now. They come back and almost try to win it, if not actually win it. But until then, of course, still a lot of football to be played. They have to, once again, make some stops. Prescott back on offense when we return. They're going to have to make some plays on offense as well. Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator, going to have to do what Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy are doing right now and try to balance it out. Try to balance it out as much as they possibly can. But both these offenses are very similar. So there's going to be a lot of the same play calls, but it's been trick plays that have scored these points. It has. That was snap under center, and then Mahomes sort of did a spin move, and then Clyde goes to the far sideline. They run the option as the ball comes off the tee. Kansas City going to try to kick off here again shortly, but they end up scoring, so Kansas City on the kickoff. And I guess it's Troy Aikman's birthday, so happy birthday to you, Roy, but I'm sure he'd be hoping for a better start for these Dallas Cowboys, his former team that he won 3 Super Bowls with and got him into the Hall of Fame. Nice tackle on the return, 1st and 10 Cowboys. We're going to have a report on the sideline. Yeah, taunting, this is pathetic. Come on. And then they celebrate on the sideline. So, if you're going to celebrate, I guess you just got to do it on the sideline now because you're not going to get a penalty called against you. They'd give you a sideline warning, but it's no yardage. 1st and 10, roll out near side, and that is complete from Dak Prescott, number 4. Number 84, Sean McKeon, as he gets 3 yards, 2nd and 7. Zeke has not yet returned because of the injury. Yeah, you can tell he was in pain when he went down. Zeke with a smile and a thumbs up to EA. He'll be all right. He'll be back in there eventually. It's just a matter of when. They hand off to Pollard on 2nd and 7. He might have got a yard if he was lucky enough. 3rd and 6. And Melvin Ingram, the former Charger and Steeler, who those 2 teams played tonight. Pittsburgh traded him at the deadline a couple weeks back to Kansas City. And he makes a stop. He's had a few big tackles for Kansas City since they traded for him. He made a few big stops for the Steelers this year too, but he just got lost in the shuffle and he didn't want to be there, so they got rid of him. But 3rd and 7 now from the 26, empty set, 5 wide, play clock winding down. And some pressure, they get it off on a bubble, complete the gallop, and he's going to get a 1st down, but then the ball comes out. Nope. He held on to it. I thought that was a fumble. And on an 8-yard reception, they get the 1st down. Got a late penalty flag for some unknown reason. 1st and 10 for Dallas. What the hell is this? 12 men in the huddle. So they're cracking down on 12 men on the field just in the huddle, not when they start to line up. So the refs are on point today, it seems like. But, of course, you never want to let them take control and have leverage when the game's on the line. If they throw it, don't pick it up. You got to live with it. It is what it is. Fix your mistakes. But if it's a penalty, call it. If not, don't. Let them play. 1st and 15 after the penalty. Hand off to Pollard and TP. He'll wipe his way for about 5. Those 5 yards back. He's 2nd down and 10. So under 12 to play in this first half. 16-3 your score. Kansas City leading it against the Dallas Cowboys. Run the football. They'll open up the rest of the playbook. Dallas, you know that. Run to pass, pass to run. Prescott, 3-step drop, complete to his tight end, Dalton Schultz. Nice catch. And an 11-yard reception First and 10 at the 45.
Visions of a pick six. Instead, it's 11 yards for Dallas. Steve Spagnuolo has given a lot of different looks. He's going to rotate to two. They're trying to get the safety then out of there as well. And so it's
Yeah, that prod ball should have been picked off.
But they're showing a lot of these things late at the snap. And it forces the quarterback then to really hang with it and make sure that what he sees pre-snap is what he's getting. But Spags is changing that up. So Dak has to adjust on the fly as well.
Fake the give on the run out of the pistol. Prescott is going to be dropped by Gallup at the 25. Incomplete. Nice big hit to jar the ball loose. Incomplete.
Snead is becoming one of the better corners in this league.
You still got to catch that.
He's a physical player too. I mean,
Been a few drops by these Cowboys receivers. Trying to step up in Amari Cooper's absence, of course, out here this afternoon. Will also miss Thursday, as mentioned earlier. So, yeah, Kansas City's playing good on defense. They've been able to make some stops. Kansas City the Chiefs or Cowboys on defense, yeah. The Chiefs making stops on defense. The Cowboys on the flip side, no, none whatsoever. And then now the Cowboys can't really do anything on offense as well. So Zeke comes back in, probably just to block on 3rd and 9. I mean, they might run a screen to him. He's probably just in there to block, if I'd have to guess. He's probably a decoy. And then they'll go with a trips near side, maybe back to Schultz. Work the tight ends. And Prescott going to step up down the middle. He goes back to his tight end and Dalton Schultz. First down, Dallas. Middle of the field's wide open right now for both of these teams. And now we got a penalty flag. Holding on the Cowboys. I'll replay the down. So just shooting yourselves in the foot. They get a first down on 3rd and long on a pass down the middle of the tight end, and it comes back because of a hold. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. So 3rd and 19. They have to get the 45. They probably won't, and we'll probably have a Cowboy punt here in a second. Empty set 5 wide. Prescott, it's coming back again for another hold, and it's dropped at midfield anyway by Cedric Wilson, incomplete. There's going to be another hold. It'll be 3rd and 29, unless Kansas City declines it. Take the incompletion and have Dallas punt, and you'll get the ball back with 9:37 to play and 3 timeouts with a 2-minute warning. Or actually, illegal hands to the face on the defense. How the hell is that an automatic first down when it's a 19-yard play and it's a 15-yard penalty? When it's still an automatic first down in the end. Makes no sense. And it's a drop, 2 minute drops. They luck out. Trading penalties back and forth now. Probably making up for a few of them, but from the 41, 1st and 10. So, yeah. Dallas had a first down. Hold. Kansas City stopped them then. Legal hands to the face. First down, Dallas. Hand off to Tony Pollard. 6, maybe 7 on the run. Give him 6. Be 3rd down and medium. And Zeke going to come back in. If I'm Dallas, I'm running Ezekiel Elliott. I'm running Tony Pollard. But I'm going to get Tony Pollard the ball a little bit more than Zeke in the pass game. Running screens out of the backfield. Of course, give Prescott some checkdowns to throw to. You don't have to go deep all the time. I'm sure they'll take a deep shot here soon. They're just lucking out. They're not playing great on offense, but they're still able to move the football, so that has to speak for something. Prescott near side, caught and then dropped by C.D. Lamb, incomplete. Or Noah Brown, 85, not 88. It'll be 3rd and 5 now.
Dak's just a little bit off on some throws.
was a nice pass, a little bit behind Noah Brown, but bobbled, should have still been caught, and then it fell incomplete, dropped incomplete. So third down again for Dallas from the 46, 3rd and 5, 8:48 to play in this first half. 16-3 Kansas City, your score. And Kansas City bringing the house. And it's going to fall incomplete on a jump ball near side intended for Gallup. Batted down, almost picked off, incomplete. Yeah, Kansas City brought the house on that play. Two off the edge and everybody else up the middle. A lot of pressure. They get to Prescott as he gets rid of it. Might have, as they punt. And on the return, it'll actually bounce inside the 10 down at the 7. So 1st and 10, Kansas City from there when we return, 8:33 to play in this first half. But yeah, that might have had an effect on the throw with that pressure. But it still should have been caught. Dallas on offense, the receivers in Amari Cooper's absence today. You're on the team for a reason. You're a wide receiver in the National Football League. You are supposed to catch football. You need to catch football. Way too many drops. Prescott, 8 of 15 for 50 yards passing. With Dalton Schultz having 2 catches, 22 yards, and Gallup 3 for 16. But he's been targeted 7 times. CeeDee Lamb's been targeted a few times. Noah Brown as well, a few drops. So until these Dallas Cowboys get out of the hole they're in, the Kansas City Chiefs are, for the most part, putting it to them. So we'll see if they can sling their way out of it. But until then, they're just stuck. They're treading water. Barely, but they're treading water. So there's not really much else to be said at this point in time. Dallas just, not playing good. It's like they're starting to turn into a roller coaster team now, up and down. It was 2 weeks ago they lost. They scored a few late touchdowns to cut the deficit to only half of what they gave up in a 30-15 loss against the Broncos, and then they blow out the Falcons last week. You know, sort of similar to what Kansas City's done this year. But it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and there's still a lot of football to be played. So until then, they have to make some stops on defense because they're going to be back out there now. Mahomes going to, for the most part, probably drive his team down, and they'll score again here, maybe even a couple times before halftime, if they allow them to keep it up. So yeah, and once Kansas City has a lead at home, they're going to run the football and work this clock, and Dallas ain't going to be able to come back. I can already see that happening. So you heard it here first, folks. 13-point lead for the Chiefs, 16-3. 1st and 10 from the 8. Sidearm in the flat, far side, incomplete to 87, Travis Kelce. 2nd and 10, his first target on a pass near side, far side, here early today. They, of course, ran that Wildcat Chief formation with him, and he scored on a rushing touchdown, but his first target on a pass, and it falls incomplete. So from the 8, 2nd and 10, Hill in motion. Mahomes looking his way. He finds him. And the Cheetah out to the 30 on a 22-yard reception, 1st and 10, Kansas City. Fast. He's definitely faster than the defender he beat, and so far here today, he's been the fastest player on both teams. So, 1st and 10. It's a Tyreek Hill show right now. Out of the eye. They get the fullback in there to block for Clyde. And Edwards-Helaire going to get 6 yards on the run. 2nd down. I'd say so, Joe Buck. I'd say so. They have not been able to stop him. Exactly. What have I been saying all day? Second and 5, Kansas City going to hand off. Mahomes gives to Clyde. Edwards-Helaire. So C-E-H. No gain on the play, 3rd down. 3rd and 4. Yeah, Dallas has to make a stop here. And they bring up the turnover. I mean, it's sort of coming back to bite them right now, but it's not because Kansas City's still scored 2 touchdowns on top of that. And then the field goals work themselves out, cancel each other out, because Dallas has a kick as well. So Mahomes looking to throw, going to roll out, step up, has a man, and it's going to be dropped incomplete and intended for Tyreek Hill. There's more than Tyreek Hill on this offense for the Kansas City Chiefs, last I checked. But it's turned into the Hill show for sure, as he's king of these Dallas Cowboys right now. Going to Hardman, of course, a few times. But other than that, you know, it's Kelsey for a touchdown and Clyde for a touchdown as well. Mahomes is still making plays, and the Cowboys can't stop him. But they do force a punt, and they almost block it. That was as close can get. Almost muffed the punt as well. And then Cedric Wilson brought down at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 Dallas from there, with 6:20 to play in this first half, down 13 on the road against Chiefs. Parsons almost got the block.
That's the thing about claims, you see, they don't happen on your schedule. I mean, take a chestnut. It doesn't just say, oh, beg pardon, sir, there's now a good time for a jolly bit of window cracking. Oh, I mean, if they did, you wouldn't need a Geico claims team that's available 24/7. Nah, near as I can tell, chestnuts don't talk. Or maybe they're just really quiet.
Geico, your claims team is here for you 24/7.
Well, got things to do, Mr. Chestnut, so...
Inspired by the true story.
Gucci needs no blood.
This is not the girls' game.
Lady Gaga, Adam Driver, Jared Leto, Jeremy Irons, and Al Pacino. So Gucci, rated R.
Terrible. And there are woke up late, out of toothpaste, still copying yourself mornings. At least with the 2 for $4, you can do breakfast your way. Want 2 of this, or that, or this and that. Mix and match the sandwich and biscuit on the 2 for $4.
Shop Black Friday deals all week at Target. Get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe free with Nintendo Switch. And save on select kitchen appliances, Lego, and more. With new deals starting Thursday at Target.
Kyle wrote there's literally nothing to do but play games in VR. Well, Kyle, how about experiencing a couple of years on the ISS? Oh, you guys seen this?
Affirmative. Kyle doesn't get it.
I'm here to present the facts. Thousands of people and small businesses are trapped paying too much for wireless and still paying off their phone. But when you switch to T-Mobile, they will pay off your phone so you can keep your current number and your phone.
Objection. What if you bought your phone at AT&T or Verizon?
T-Mobile will pay it off. Switch to T-Mobile. We'll pay off your phone down to $1,000.
Do you rest?
I do. But T-Mobile never rests.
Michigan, Ohio State University. This game is begin. Everything before this one is a warm. State and Powerball. This is the only thing that matters. It's time to start Saturday strong.
Cowboys lead the NFL in points and yards per game this season. Last time
Back to it, 1st and 10 from the 14. And Prescott going to hand off. And Elliott maybe a yard. 2nd down and 9.
With this offensive line, Troy, with Terrence Steele at left tackle, Connor McGovern getting the start now, and Connor Williams moving the bench. Beyondish, Martin, and Lyle Collins. They're getting beat here today so far by the Kansas City defense. Yes, they are. And on that last play, Kansas City, they're playing Cowboys, and so they're not loading up to stop them. That defensive front doing
Wilson in motion. They're going to run a tight end screen near side to Schultz. He's the Cowboy MVP right now on offense. He is. They have gone to him a lot. Nice check down for Prescott, but only a few yards. 4 on the reception, 3rd and 5. And they run another screen, and Kansas City's right there stopping. Right now, the Cowboys are flat out getting their ass kicked. They're getting beat. They cannot do a damn thing to save their life. It's complete to CeeDee Lamb, and Kansas City's right there to make the stop. 4th down, and Dallas on punt again. So, can't really take any time off the damn clock. They're going to punt. Kansas City getting the football back with 4.5 to play and 3 timeouts, already up 13 to potentially do some more damage before halftime. And then the Chiefs will also get the ball to begin the second half, so keep that in mind. Yeah, we'll have 2-minute warning, but watch for Kansas City to drain this clock before halftime if they can. Score again, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown. I mean, 19-3, 23-3 at the half. 26-30-3 early 3rd quarter if they score on both. Like, game's over then at that point, man. Like, come on. There's no way in hell the Cowboys come back from that deficit. As I've been saying, they need to start making stops now, because if not, the game's just going to get away from them, and it's going to be too late. Plain and simple. So we'll see what happens, but in the meantime, once again, thanks for tuning in and listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Scroll down, check out Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and subscribe right here on YouTube. Can't miss it. Hit that red subscribe button, notification bell next to it as well. Thumbs up, share, chat questions and comments, super chat, super stickers, always greatly appreciated. So, yeah. This is Kansas City's game to lose at this point in time. And if they do, credit Dallas to that point. But the Cowboys got to figure something out. They need a spark is what they need. They need one big play to end up, whether they score on that or not, they need to score on that respective drive. They need a spark. And they, more so than not, need it before halftime. Maybe it's a defense turnover. Maybe a defense touchdown. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make some plays? Dallas is in a hole by themselves, and there's no help on the way. That's where they're at. That's exactly where the Cowboys are at right now. So, until then, just no. There's no way in hell they come back and win this.
Well, this is, Troy, about as good an atmosphere as there is in the NFL. I mean, it's phenomenal. It's so good. And, this is an older stadium. They've done a great job on the renovations. Great fans, great atmosphere, great tailgate. As good as it gets, really. Place it open at 72.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire up the middle, and he's going to get 4 yards. Second down 6.
Initially, a gain of 5. Well, right now for Dallas, this is not their kind of game. I mean,
No shit, you don't say.
When they can complement the offense, when the offense is scoring, they come out, they make a couple stops, in a half, and the offense is still able to go down and get a score and all that. When it becomes where they have to hold the score down,
Out of the gun, trips near side. 2nd and 5 of Fish. I don't know how the hell Clyde got 5 on that run, but he did. From the 38, and it's complete, and then dropped. Did he catch that? There's a flag on the play, but I'm going to have to see a replay on that if it's going to be a catch or an incomplete pass. Meantime, the flag, so the play's not going to count anyway. Holding on the Chiefs, 10 yards, they'll replay it down. They 2nd and 15. I think DeMarcus Robinson actually caught that. I do.
there's Parsons, number 11. They called it on Trey Smith, number 65. There's the ground on him as Parsons tries coming underneath.
And now unsportsmanlike conduct after the play. So that... How the hell is it a first down? What the fuck? These officials need to get their head straight. We had a holding, and then they say unsportsmanlike conduct for the Chiefs. It's another 15 yards. So what? It's going to be 3rd and 40?
6-round pick for Tennessee, 7 on the year. And that is going to move the ball. I mean, you talk about a turning point and a half. Back-to-back penalties on a hold that unsportsmanlike conduct.
Where was their unsportsmanlike conduct? Did he say something to the ref? He must have. 2nd and 29. And complete to Melvin. My name's not Melvin, it's Josh Gordon. Got an update. And another touchdown. Cardinals on top of Seattle 13-3. But that went for... Hell, I don't even know where the ball was splattered on the last play. But it was 2nd and 29. They get to the 20. Okay, so they give them 6 on the reception. 3rd and 23 from the 20. Dallas needs a stop here. And then you'll have 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning to drive and score. If you can get a stop. And Darrell Williams gets out past the 30. But not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th and long. These officials. Taunting, unsportsmanlike conduct. Okay, Dallas calls a timeout. It's all right. I mean, 2 timeouts, 2:51. I mean, you'll get it back with about 2:45 or so. If, of course, they don't call timeout there, 2:20 and 2-minute warning with 3 timeouts. I mean, you can go either way on that. You're going to have to move the football, though. You're going to have to go. Like there's no tomorrow. You're going to have to go. So we'll see if the Cowboys can drive and score some points here before halftime. Chiefs going to get it to begin the second half, so keep that in mind. I really don't know how much worse it could get for Dallas right now, but I'll digress on that topic for the time being because who knows how this final 250 is going to go. Return from the 20. Cedric Wilson. That's an illegal block in the back. And then Wilson is brought down to the 26. No penalty. They're calling penalties on plays that aren't penalties, yet when there is a penalty, they're not throwing it. It's like, what the hell? I mean, it was subtle contact, but normally anymore, that's enough to throw the damn flag. So that's why I said that. I wouldn't have agreed with it, but you always want to return have a legal block in the back or a hold. So they'll start 1st and 10 with 26 out of the pistol with Ezekiel Elliott behind Dak Prescott. And handoff. And Zeke, 8, maybe 9 yards. That's exactly what you need. Just start chipping away at the run game. Eventually we'll break one. Get a big play on this drive. Create a spark. Score, hopefully. Go into halftime. Make another stop. Score again. You're right back in the game. Starts right now, though. They'll get this one final play off before a 2-minute warning, and it's going to be a sack. Prescott going to go down for 30. Be third down and from actually 3rd and 6. Yeah. Chris Jones having a big game. Has that strip sack, takes down Prescott again. Ball doesn't come out, but be 3rd and 6 with 2 minutes to play in this first half. Kansas City leading by 13, 16 to 3.
Check out this multi-flex tailgate.
Multi-flex, huh?
That's flexing again.
That's not all. You can extend the bed, the longer stuff.
Still flexing.
That's right. And it becomes a workspace. You can put your laptop here. I'm sending an imaginary email.
Hey, Dad, dinner.
Hey, look who stopped by Daddy's office.
Wait, you work here?
Chevy Silverado with the available multi-flex tailgate. Find new flexibility, find new roads. Chevrolet.
It's Walmart's Black Friday deals for days. Score a $69 air fryer and get other huge deals all week long. Shop Walmart's Black Friday deals for days.
Is your body's natural way of cooling itself. Then condensation is a beaver's natural way of saying, drink me.
Jake from State Farm. What's good? Nah, fam. Just your typical sneakerhead working here for the employee discount. But speaking of deals, I heard regular guys like me are getting the Patrick price. That can't be real, right?
Listen, State Farm offers rates that fit any budget, even yours, typical sneakerhead.
Wow. Just anyone now?
Yeah.
Man, these just sold out then.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Tonight, I'll be eating ribs with a side of pickles. Appreciate you. If you don't recognize me, it's because I'm Mr. Irrelevant. But I'm going to put in the work every single day, so soon everybody will know the name of the legendary great.
Pizza Hut delivers. How bad do you want it? Last Sunday, after the Eagles' Davion Taylor forced a Melvin Gordon fumble, quarterback Darius Slay wanted it so bad, he scooped the ball up and took it 83 yards for a touchdown in Philadelphia's win over the Broncos. If you want the hot, delicious taste of Pizza Hut delivered this bad, all you have to do is go to pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Go back to that sack by Chris Jones. You got Dak Prescott on a rollout here. Lyle Collins, he's just got to seal the outside. Cannot get beat outside. He looks around. Instead, he takes a step inside. Chris Jones beats him up the field. But they get Prescott out on the edge. He had a 2-on-1 on the corner, and it would have been a pretty easy completion. But those are the little things.
3rd and 6 at the 2-minute warning following the sack from the 30. Cowboy football. Prescott looking to throw. Going to roll out and go down on another sack out of bounds. Another Chris Jones tackle. 4th and a mile. It's a Tyreek Hill show on offense for the Chiefs, and it's Chris Jones on defense. That's 3 sacks. Clock's rolling. Why Kansas City doesn't call timeout here? Get the ball back unless they're happy with their 13-point lead going to half. I'd rather call timeout, have 2 timeouts in a minute and change. Try to drive and score some more points before half. Plus, you get the ball to begin the second half, and then you close it out early second half. Yeah, this game getting out of hand for Dallas. Actually, a fumble. I'd want to look at that. I get you're under 2 minutes, but I'd want to look at that. That ball sort of came out, the tail end of it, before Prescott was pushed out of bounds on the sack. Kansas City does call timeout. Okay. 4th and 13 for Dallas. They'll punt with 1:50 to play in this first half. I'd want to take a look at that because that's field position. Because that ball was out. I guess they're all right with it. Probably knowing nothing would change anyway. It's not like, well, I'm not even going to go there, but they luck out. Chiefs do. Bad punt by Dallas. And now we got some pushing and shoving. Game's starting to get chippy. How's that not taunting? Okay, there's the flag. And Kansas City lucks out on the punt with a bad one by Dallas Cowboys. Well, then they get another taunting. And, well, you got to call it down the middle, though. But then what he did afterwards, because they were pushing and shoving each other, they broke it up. And then after the fact, he was doing what he was doing, throwing his arms up in the air, saying shit. Tried to headbutt him, it looked like there. I'm sure something was said about somebody's mom, but after the play was over, gonna have an unsportsmanlike conduct. That's 15 yards. He's gonna be thrown out. Yeah, no shit. He's laughing. And, well, you got to call it down the middle. You got to call both ways. You got to throw a flag on both of them if you're going to do that. That's pathetic. Be first and 10 from about the 35-yard line as the boos start to come in. This NFL taunting rule needs to stop. Let them fucking play football. They called it on the Chiefs. If they're going to call it on the Chiefs, okay, they need to call it also on the Cowboys on that. And have them offset, and then it'll be first and 10 from about midfield. Because you can't pick up the one now that you're huddling up and say it's not against the Chiefs, it's against the Cowboys, because Dallas is going to flip shit. You got to call it down the middle. After discussion, because we had our head up our ass. And then a face mask. Jesus Christ. So they're going to offset. Right? Okay. Well, they still have the unsportsmanlike calling it after the play. So it's still going to be 15 yards from the end of the run. From where the ball went out of bounds, I do believe. They should offset, though. Because they're 2 15-yard penalties. These fucking officials, I tell you what. Go back to your zoo habitat and have some more discussion with the other zebras at wherever the hell you're located at. Like, come on. Just pathetic. If it's a penalty, call it, yeah, and it was. But you got to call it down the middle. And you can't wait 10 minutes to make up for it. Mahomes complete. Nope, dropped by Kelsey. 2nd and 10. Hell, Dallas, they can get a stop. Might even get the ball back before halftime. What did I just say, Joe Buck? Thank you. Thank you. From the 45, 2nd and 10. Hill in motion, far side. And the Chiefs are going to go down on a strip sack, and the Cowboys recover. There's the spark the Cowboys need. They get a strip sack of their own. And they're going to have 2 timeouts, a minute 32, and 42 yards to hit pay dirt to cut this lead before halftime. And then you get a stop early in the second half, you're right back in it. Micah Parsons, the rookie linebacker from right here in Happy Valley at Penn State, who replaced another Nittany Lion, Sean Lee, after his retirement from last year, takes down Mahomes on a strip sack, and the Cowboys there to recover. They strike. Turnovers are even now, 1 apiece. Chiefs capitalize with a field goal. See if the Cowboys can do that, or even not, if they can even do better with a touchdown. They have to score some points now, plain and simple. Dallas has to score some points. Just hoping, and for their sake, it's a touchdown. Because this game could still very well get out of hand early in the second half if they don't get stops on defense. But they get a stop there, get a turnover, and we'll see what happens when we come back.
Why choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number? Because every great play starts the night before. My Sleep Number 360 smart bed tracks my circadian rhythm, average heart rate, and breathing rate. So I know how well I'm sleeping. It's also temperature balancing so I stay cool. And it senses my movement and automatically adjusts to help keep me comfortable all night. Sleep Number takes care of the science so I can focus on other things. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed is on sale now, only from Sleep Number.
People, with QuickBooks Live, someone else will do your books for you.
We'll even pair you with an expert bookkeeper like me who knows your business.
Knows your business. Expert bookkeepers who understand your business. QuickBooks, official sponsor of the NFL.
It's the Black Friday sale at K. Get 25 to 50% off everything. Find gifts they'll love. At savings you'll love. Celebrate every kiss with K.
This holiday season, give your family the gift that keeps them going.
Our very own Energizer Bunny?
Energizer Ultimate Lithium. The #1 longest lasting AA battery.
Bring your holiday to life with Gary and David Gourmet Gifts. Order now for Christmas delivery.
One quarterbacks now have been stripped of the football, each side with a turnover. And we'll see what the Cowboys can do with it.
First and 10 out of the gun. Prescott on some pressure, dumps it off on the screen to Zeke as they're trying to capitalize off of a Chief turnover. The second down and about 5, maybe 6. 2nd and 6 officially. Okay. Gonna run an empty 2 top, 3 bottom. Complete to Schultz. Dalton Schultz for 6. They give him a first down, 5.5, 6. They got 2 timeouts. 3rd and 1. 3rd and not even a yard. Get up there and sneak it. Slant over the middle, complete to CeeDee Lamb. I'd call one of my 2 timeouts now. Get up there and spike it. Clock's rolling. Clock's rolling. 26 seconds. 1st and 10 from the 28. Prescott, deep near side, downfield, has a man that's going to be picked off in the end zone. That's why you call one of your 2 timeouts to slow it down. And then it costs you because you turn the ball over again. Kansas City's probably just going to take a knee. They'll have 2 timeouts and 80 yards to go if they want to try to do something. Try to get in Bucker field goal range. But that's on Prescott. They go to CeeDee Lamb. He underthrew the ball. Good coverage by Kansas City to begin with, but that's on Prescott. That's 2 turnovers. And on the road, you're in a hole, and you continue to turn the football over, trying to get back in this game. Turnovers and penalties kill you to begin with. They're going to really kill him now.
Offensively for Dallas with outstanding field position after the turnover that Dallas defense creates.
So 2 strip sacks. Now an interception. Mahomes and the Chiefs are going to try to do something here, it looks like. From the 20, 1st and 10, they'll hand off up the middle. Williams ain't going anywhere. That'll do it for the first half. And now we'll see, of course, what they had planned for us coming up at halftime on the halftime report, as they were going to fill us in, but Dallas went hurry up. A couple plays later, they turned it over. The Chiefs now, with momentum off of the turnover, going into halftime, still the 16-3 lead here this afternoon at home from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Chiefs 16, Cowboys 3 at the half. Dak Prescott with that interception, along with both quarterbacks having a strip sack, as they show the first half stats on screen. Here we go. On my end, I have Prescott 13-21 for 68 yards passing. He's been sacked 3 times. Mahomes down once. That was a strip sack. One of the 3 for Prescott was also a strip sack. Then the interception. So Prescott 13-21 for 68 yards and a pick. Tony Pollard running the ball pretty good. 6 for 46. Prescott has got to get both him and Elliott the ball a little bit more out of the backfield in the screen game. Zeke 5 of 16 rushing. And then Zeke has 2 catches for 7 yards, but Pollard nowhere to be found. But Dalton Schultz leads the way. Has 4 catches, 29 yards. A lot of drops this afternoon as well by Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, and Noah Brown. Gallup 3 for 16 and CeeDee Lamb 3 for 14. Patrick Mahomes is 11 of 18 for a $130. Kelsey has a rushing touchdown. Bucker missed the extra point, then made a field goal. It was 9-0, then 9-3. They score again. Clyde Edwards-Helaire has a rushing touchdown as well. 7 carries for 30 yards in the score. And Tyreek Hill, he leads Kansas City receiving, as he also has a carry for 33 yards on the ground as well. Mahomes 1 for 11. Hill 5 catches, 49 yards. Byron Pringle 1 for 37. Clyde 2 for 13. Mecole Hardman 1 for 13. Darrell Williams 1 for 11. Josh Gordon also has a catch for 7 yards. But your halftime score: the Kansas City Chiefs lead the Dallas Cowboys 16-3. Dallas had a chance there before halftime. Should have called one of their 2 timeouts, I thought. Slow it down a little bit. You have time. Another timeout. Get the hell out of bounds. Of course, out of bounds will stop the clock. It's your friend in that situation. They go hurry up, and they get a little too far ahead of themselves. They're deep in a hole by themselves right now as well. They can't really do a damn thing to begin with. I mean, they've been able to move the ball since the game started, yeah, but they can't capitalize. They can't put it in the end zone. They have 3 points when they really probably, at a minimum, right now, should have at least 10. Because they probably should have scored on that last drive. But they go hurry up, and Prescott threw his interception in the end zone before Kansas City runs a play, and then nowhere to go for Williams and halftime. So 16-3 your halftime score. We're going to have some highlights. We got Cincy and Vegas. They lead 13-6 midway through the third quarter. The Cardinals lead Seattle right now as well, 13-6. We'll see those highlights right now. So a lot of 3s and a lot of 6s. 13-6, 16-3, 13-6. From Cincinnati to Vegas, Dallas to Kansas City, and Arizona to Seattle. And then they'll show some highlights from all the games that have since gone final. We'll update some stats and scores here in a second as well before Sunday Night Football in about 2 hours or so with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the LA Chargers. I'll be live right here on YouTube for that, so be sure to tune back in. And then Monday Night Football, Giants-Bucks tomorrow night. Okay, they're not actually going to show highlights right now. They're just going to update some scores. They'll probably come back and show some highlights, if anything. They'll talk about it a little bit first, but Dallas has to get moving on offense. They do. They should have a minimum of 10 points, probably a max of 14. I mean, you have your field goal, but that probably should have been a touchdown, to be honest with you, too. Early, okay, they went 3 and out. They punted. Kansas City drove 86 yards and scored a touchdown before the missed extra point. And then the strip sack, the first of the 2 strip sacks by both quarterbacks, hurts Dallas because the Chiefs capitalized with 3. Then they kick the field goal of their own, so 9-3, and then the Chiefs score again. 16-3 is where we stand at halftime. And, since then it's sort of been at a standstill. I mean, like I said, Dallas has been able to move the football. They just can't get in the end zone. And until they do get out of this hole they're in on the road, the interceptions costly. It doesn't hurt them as much as it probably should have, because Kansas City didn't have any time to do anything with it. So they can't capitalize in that regard by any means. But, Dallas has to, they got a strip sack of their own there to set up that drive before the pick, so those turnovers cancel each other out. So the difference is a Chief field goal, to be honest with you, off the one turnover. But then they still have 2 rushing touchdowns on top of that. So that speaks for something. A 4-yard rushing touchdown by Travis Kelce and a yard from Clyde Edwards-Helaire on an option. So, 16-3 is where we stand at halftime. But the Cowboys are going to, just on defense at least, going to have to continue to get some stops in the second half. Until they do, Kansas City is going to do what they've done thus far to them. For Dallas, I'm not sitting pretty, but I feel a little bit more comfortable than probably where I was, when you were down 9-0. But then even after that, with your field goal, you give up another touchdown. So, going to have to stop the running game. Going to have to get some more stops on defense, no doubt about it. They have, like I said, Dallas has been able to drive on offense. They have, but they just can't punch it in. You can't settle for field goals, especially down by 13 now. They're going to have to stop the run, find a running game of their own. They do sort of have one with Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, having a total of 62 yards rushing. But they got to get both of them the ball a little bit more out of the backfield in the receiving game as well, with some screens. We're now going to see some highlights from these earlier contests, and once again, we'll update some stats and scores in a second. But Kansas City, really, if I'm the Chiefs, I just continue to do what I'm doing right now. I'd go back hard to the running game with Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Darrell Williams. You have 2 rushing touchdowns from inside of 5 yards, but that's still 14 points. Well, 13 because they missed the extra point and then made a field goal. So 16-3. The penalties, man, come on, just stupid. And the officials are, just, what the fuck, man? Come on. If it's a penalty, call it. If not, don't. Let them play. It's football. So, it's like, for some reason, they obviously don't understand that if they were in the players' shoes, they'd probably be doing the same damn thing. But they're officials for a reason, because for the most part, probably they couldn't cut it playing the sport. So they have to do something else to be involved, to make themselves feel happy, or however you want to put it. The taunting role needs to fucking go. It needs to stop. It's just pathetic. It is. You score, you make a big play, you're happy. You want to celebrate. But as mentioned earlier, I guess you just got to do that on the sideline now. And they won't say anything. They might say a sideline warning because you're too close on the field, but it's no yardage. You just got to be smart. Play your head. Very frustrating for both of these teams from the officials' point of view. I'd be pissed. I would. But you still just got to go to work and continue to play and forget about it. Fix your mistakes and move on, and just don't do it again. So we'll see, how much they'll play into the second half by any means. But, if I'm the Chiefs, like I said, I just continue to do what I'm doing. Run the football. Mahomes make some plays here and there, not too much though. Don't do anything stupid. You have the lead. You don't want to blow it. You have Dallas right where you want them at. So don't leave them off the hook. Keep them down in the hole they're in. Dallas, like I said, are going to have to make some plays on offense and get themselves some defense, plain and simple, if they're even going to want to have a chance to come back. But then, looking ahead, Kansas City's going to be on a bye next week. Cowboys short week, of course, Thanksgiving Thursday. They'll be at home against the Raiders. That's going to be a damn good game. It will be. The Thursday slate for Thanksgiving is as follows. We have the Bears and Lions, the Raiders and Cowboys, and the Bills and Saints. So, arguably, 3 damn good Thanksgiving games this year. Normally, it's a hit or miss. Sometimes, for the most part, there's always just one good Thanksgiving game anymore. Sometimes 2. It just depends on how it's going to shake out. I feel this year, the way these 6 teams are playing, that's 3 good games on Thursday. So we'll see, how that all unfolds. But that's next week. We still have, of course, this game to finish up. I'll have live watch-along reactions later on tonight as well for Sunday Night Football. Steelers-Chargers in about 2 hours or so, as mentioned, so be sure to tune back in. That's Sunday Night Football, Pittsburgh and L.A. from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And then Monday night, tomorrow night, Tampa will host the Big Blue New York Football Giants, trying to snap a 2-game losing streak before the holiday. And then Week 12, of course, begins on Thursday with those 3 games, as mentioned. But right now at halftime, the Kansas City Chiefs lead the Dallas Cowboys by a score of 16-3. But Week 11 began last Thursday with a New England Patriots shutout on the road against the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl 51 rematch by a final score of 25-0. Games currently ongoing. At the end of the third quarter, the Bengals lead the Raiders 13-6. Just starting the third quarter, Cardinals also lead the Seahawks by that same exact score of 13-6. We're about to begin the second half here as well, with the Chiefs leading the Cowboys 16-3. But earlier today, as mentioned earlier, the Indianapolis Colts, behind Jonathan Taylor's 5 total touchdowns, had 4 rushing on 32 carries for 185 yards rushing, and a receiving touchdown as well. The Colts defeat the team they lost to in the wild card round of the playoffs last year, also on the road in upstate Western New York from Orchard Park against the Buffalo Bills, and Indy wins 41-15. Baltimore went to Chicago without Lamar Jackson because of an illness. Justin Fields goes down with an injury. Andy Dalton replaces. Back and forth late, as it was 6-0 for a while, 9-7, and then a few scoring plays to finish up with Baltimore winning by 3, 16-13. As mentioned, the Lions cover the spread, but they lose. They still have not won. They tied last week at Pittsburgh 16 apiece, but that's still not a win for them. But they still haven't won. They're 0-9-1 now. They lose at Cleveland before they host the Bears on Thursday, so both teams are going to be coming off a loss on a short week. Somebody's going to win. And if Fields is good to go, I'd say the Bears win. If not, it's going to be a toss-up. I thought Detroit was going to beat Cleveland today. They don't. They lose by 3, but it's still a loss. At least they didn't tie again. Can't remember the last time a single team had 2 ties in 1 year, but they still have a lot of football to be played, so I'll digress there. Who knows what the hell's going to happen from now to the end of the year. Hopefully they win at least 1, maybe a couple games by the end of the year. But I'm going to pick the Lions again. I'm going to pick them until they win in games that I feel comfortable in actually picking them to actually win. Because last week, going into the Steelers game, I knew they probably should have had a few wins, but they didn't, and they still don't after that game and even today. But I don't even know if Baker Mayfield played. I know he went down with an injury last week, but the Browns still find a way to win, whether he played or not, in case Keenum played then at that point. Cleveland 13-10 winners at home against the visiting Detroit Lions. The Houston Texans upset the Tennessee Titans 22-13. And then we'll get more into everything else that has happened so far momentarily during the upcoming commercial break. Back to the action, though. We're underway in the second half with the Chiefs and Cowboys. 8 yards on the first 2 plays. 3rd and 2 now for Kansas City from the 33. Out of the gun is Mahomes with DW at 31 to his left. And they will hand off. Actually, no. Fake the give, and then Mahomes reaches for the first down. And that's a first down. They're going to give him it. Some pushing and shoving. This game getting chippy. We had a fight earlier with New Orleans and Philly. And that's a first down at the 35. Was his knee down? No. His left forearm might be about a yard short, but the ball's extended right there at the first down marker, and that should be enough for a first down. So they say first down. Players talking back and forth with each other right now, but 1st and 10. They add 10 seconds back on the clock as well. 13:45 to play in the third quarter. Intentional grounding on the first play of the second half. Yeah, no, that's just a throwaway. That's not intentional grounding. First and 10 from the 35. Mahomes down the middle has a man, and Travis Kelce 1st and 10 at the 41. Tight ends having a big afternoon. That was Kelce's first catch, but goes for a big gain, as many total yards as Dalton Schultz has as well. So pump fake to Mecole Hardman, and then a throwaway into the ground, incomplete. And they're going to say Clyde Edwards-Helaire was the intended target. That's more of an intentional grounding than the other one. But yeah, no penalties. 2 good no calls. CeeDee Lamb is out for the remaining part of the game with a head injury. He'll probably be in concussion protocol until Thursday. They're already out with Amari Cooper. They can't lose CeeDee Lamb. Michael Gallup's going to have the game of his life on Thursday against the Raiders if he doesn't play. So then, of course, Noah Brown's going to have to step up. Cedric Wilson this afternoon as well. And in the coming weeks, keep going to your tight ends. Got a hold on the Chiefs. 10 yards, they'll replay the down. Find a running game. Get the backs more involved in the pass game as well. They'll be all right. Play good defense.
Receiver Amari Cooper will miss the first 2, and now CeeDee Lamb
Yeah.
is out for the rest of the game after banging his head on the grass in the end zone. There's a lot of discussion each week as to what team do you like to go all the way to the Super Bowl. There's just so much football left to be played, and a lot happens, as we know, from one week to the next with injuries and a whole number of other issues.
So 2nd and 20 from the 49 after the hold. Mahomes complete to Kelce. Inside the 40 down to the 36. 37 officially. 1st and 10. Or 3rd down, excuse me. Not 2nd and 20, right? Yeah. Be 3rd and about 5. 3rd and 6, okay.
Step up in the pocket, buy a little bit of time, and deliver a good ball. This looks a little bit like what they were able to do on that opening drive to start this game. They marched down the
Dallas, they need to stop. If they let them score here, you're down 20 on the road in mid-3rd quarter, even with 3 timeouts, 2-minute warning in the 4th. Maybe, but probably not. Over to Kelsey, and it's picked off. And they get a stop. And the Cowboys will return to the 35-yard line. Turnovers playing key today. They have to capitalize. They can't turn it back over themselves. Yeah, it looked like Kelsey caught it, but then it looked like it fell to the ground incomplete, but it was picked off. And the Cowboys are off to the races on the return. They go back to Kelsey, and it costs them. See a replay. It hit him in the hands, and yeah, that's on Kelsey. That's a drop. And they got bobbled, and Dallas caught it, and now they have a 1st and 10 officially from the 36-yard line. And Noah Brown is in motion as the number 2 receiver behind Michael Gallup, with Amari Cooper out and CeeDee Lamb injured during the game. Also now out. So who's going to step up for the Cowboys on offense? Find a running game and get your backs involved in the pass game as well. Capitalize off of these turnovers. Just imagine if they would have called that timeout before halftime and they end up scoring, not throwing an interception of their own. You make a stop early in the second half, capitalize off the stop with the pick, and score again. That's 2 touchdowns. You trail by 13. You're going to lead by a point then, 17-16, if you score 2 touchdowns. Field goals, okay, you can't settle. You'd still be down a score, but more points than, of course, at that point in time you would have had, but still, you have to be able to capitalize. You have to continue to make plays. Can't rely on your defense to make stop after stop for you, and then you turn around on offense, you can't do anything. 3rd and 7, but credit to the Chief defense at that point. Down the middle, and it's going to be caught by Wilson at the 16-yard line. Be 1st and 10.
Goes down and makes a play for his quarterback, and that's what you need to have. Really nice work by Cedric Wilson. He's got sure hands. He can make a tough catch, but it shouldn't have been that tough. 16-yard completion. Wilson just one snap.
If Dallas can score here, we got ourselves a ball game. Have to be able to capitalize. You got to continue to chip away. Your sparks, they need to turn into a fire with a touchdown. You should have capitalized with a turnover before halftime. Just imagine right now if they did and they score now, they'd be leading, and the Chiefs are in trouble. See how fast that switches? How fast it'll flip? That's why you just keep playing. 2nd and 5. From the 12-yard line, Wilson in motion. They'll toss it to him. He fumbles it. And they say incomplete. Okay, that was a pass. Did the ball hit the ground? Okay, they say a pass. The ball does hit the ground, so they say incomplete rather than a fumble. So they luck out. It really probably should be 3rd and 10, if not longer. 3rd and 5 because of the incompletion. 3rd and 5 from the 12, another empty set. Why don't you go back to Dalton Schultz? Dalton Schultz. Down the middle, overthrown, intended for Gallup, incomplete. And they're going to have to settle for 3. 4th and 5, you got to kick it. You got to get back in within 2 scores. I mean, you're down 13, that's 2 scores, but just keep cutting it. 10-point deficit's better than 13, especially late in the game. So you just got to continue to play. They wanted a pass interference. They didn't get it. That's a good no call. Zerline on to kick. This from 30. Kick's going to be up and good. 16-6 now. 9:21 to play in the third quarter. 16-6 Chiefs.
Someone's not doing their job. Okay, let's keep going. Shopping for the game can be a minefield for young homeowners who have turned into their parents. Can you believe how many different types of water they have in this aisle? Did you just change blades back there? This is perfect.
16-6 Chiefs. The Bengals now only lead the Raiders by 3, 16-13, and 16-6 Cardinals and Seahawks as well. We left off with the Houston Texans defeating and upsetting on the road the team that left their very city for Nashville, and the Tennessee Titans before the Texans were an expansion team in 2002. The Texans pick up their second win of the year and defeat the Titans 22-13. Packers and Vikings in the NFC North. Aaron Rodgers in a loss finished 23-33 for 385 yards passing and 4 scores. Cousins was 24-35 for 341 and 3 scores. But the difference in the end, in a back-and-forth game, was a game-winning field goal. Vikings win it by 3, 34-31. Dolphins beat the Jets 24-17. 40-29 winners for the Eagles over the Saints for their first home win since they beat the Saints last year at home as well. And then Ron Rivera defeated his old team in the Carolina Panthers by 6 in Cam Newton's first start since he re-signed with the Panthers 27-21. San Francisco defeated Jacksonville 30-10 as well. But still to come, Sunday football, Steelers, Chargers. I'll have live watch on their reactions live here on YouTube later tonight for that, along with Monday Night Football tomorrow night. Giants and Buccaneers as Tampa Bay. We'll try to end a 2-game losing streak. But Week 12 will begin on Thursday. This upcoming Thursday, happy Thanksgiving. If everyone has a happy and safe Thanksgiving on Thursday. Bears, Lions, Raiders, Cowboys, Bills, Saints. But next Sunday and Monday night, we'll have the Steelers and Bengals, Buccaneers and Colts, Panthers and Dolphins, Titans, Patriots, Eagles, Giants, Falcons, Jaguars, Jets and Texans, along with the Chargers and Broncos, Rams, Packers, Vikings, 49ers, and Sunday football, along with Monday football, will be Browns and Ravens and Seahawks, Skins, respectively. Dallas on the kickoff, now only trailing by 10, 16-6, with 9:21 to play in the third quarter. And Byron Pringle out to the 36 on the return, 1st and 10. Another good starting spot for the Kansas City Chiefs. Be 1st and 10.
Nice job. When you start looking at games like this, who's going to win in the kicking game, and to be able to set them up, just continues to put pressure on this Cowboys defense. They've been able to get the takeaways on the turnovers they got. They set Dallas up offensively before the half, and then on that last possession, and Dallas only comes away with 3 points.
From the 36, 1st and 10, handoff to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who gets about 3, maybe 4 yards. 2nd down.
Their longest completion of the game is just 16 yards. That was a good play offense.
Mahomes goes down on the sack after a pump fake. Micah Parsons, the rookie out of Penn State, with another sack this afternoon. And Mahomes luckily held on to the football. No strip sack, but another sack, and now 3rd and long. Parsons He's going to have a good chance to win Defensive Rookie of the Year right now if he keeps it up. 3rd and 13. Mahomes going to drop back, avoid a sack. Somehow gets rid of it and throws it in the ground, incomplete. So the Cowboy defense holds, and they're coming back.
This Dallas defense, throughout a good part of the year early on, hey, can they get pressure on the quarterback? Do they have to bring blitzers in order to get to him? They're without Randy Gregory. They're without DeMarcus Lawrence. Their top 2 pass rushers. A 4-man rush, and they're affecting the pocket. Parsons has been back there a good part of the day. Lawrence Armstrong, you love the hustle.
Kansas City gets the punt up and away. Ball going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback, though. 1st and 10 for Dallas from the 20. 16-6 with 7:43 to play in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 boys when we return.
Ideas are nothing until we make them. The big ideas. And the challenging ones. Even the really good ones. They all take work, passion, perseverance, and the determination to make them better once and for all. Everything we've ever done is nothing compared to what we imagine for the future. Hard work, powerful dreams.
Seek the Royal Caribbean.
If enjoyment isn't part of the process, don't trust the process.
This is Antonelli's Cheese Shop, and we're the Antonellis.
We chose our new Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because we earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase.
And with no preset spending limit, our purchasing power adapts to our business needs. What's in your wallet?
The Italian original chicken is back at BK in the 2 for $6. We've been asking for years. Hey, new Barker. And now we all get to enjoy the crispy chicken, melty mozzarella, and marinara sauce because of you. The Italian original chicken sandwich is back at BK in the 2 for $6. Pete's way better. Not too tough.
Back to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. 4 turnovers in the game, just 6 points. The result. Cowboys have it at their 20, down by 10 now.
Prescott fakes the give to Zeke. Will dump off to Cedric Wilson, who was in motion. He's going to get 5 yards. He's 2nd and 5. He has to step up along with Noah Brown. With Cooper out, CeeDee Lamb out now with an injury. It's Gallup, Brown, and Wilson. Back to Dalton Schultz as well. Hasn't had a catch since the first half. Run the football too, yeah. Run the football and get your backs the ball out of the backfield in the receiving game. Hasn't been enough screens tonight.
Take a look at today's top targets brought to you by Target. And Tyreek Hill, 6 for Kansas City. CeeDee Lamb, 4 for Dallas. And he's out with a concussion. This one's short-handed at wide receiver. So what was already a challenging day, trying to get separation against his secondary, has gotten a lot more difficult, which is even more reason why he tried to run on the big back down.
3rd and 2. And Prescott gets it off to Zeke, but he doesn't go anywhere. 4th down, Kansas City makes another stop on defense. And here's that punt contest that's going to start turning into here. Took until the 3rd quarter, but we're finally here. Back and forth with the punts. It's advantage Kansas City with a defensive showdown because they lead by 10, but from the 24, Kansas City calls a fair catch. They'll have a 1st and 10 from there once again when we return. So we've settled in. It has since slowed down. Dallas, still on defense, needs more stops. And they need to do something on offense. Maybe with all the turnovers we've had, maybe we have a defensive touchdown. I haven't said Trayvon Diggs' name a whole lot today. He has a lot of interceptions, 2 defensive scores this year. Maybe he picks off Mahomes and runs it back. I don't know. We'll see. But as mentioned halftime, if I'm the Chiefs, I continue to do what I'm doing and play it safe. Keep it simple, balance and consistency, run the football. Let Mahomes be Mahomes. Let him do what he does. Somebody's going to step up on offense for them, too, to be honest with you. I mean, Kelsey has a couple catches. Dallas ends up capitalizing off the turnover. So the 2 turnovers of the 4 that have been capitalized on, they've both been field goals, so those cancel each other out. And it's still a 10-point lead. And then, I mean, you look at Kansas City, like I said, yeah, Kelsey has a couple catches. They need to run the ball more with Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Darrell Williams. I don't know where Jerick McKinnon's at, unless he's not playing today now. I do not know. Hardman's been quiet often. Maybe I'd say Mecole Hardman, to be honest with you. Him and Demarcus Robinson, because, I mean, it's been Tyreek Hill. It's been a little slow as of late, but, been getting the ball to Byron Pringle a lot as well today, it seems like. Keep running the football, go to Kelsey, but look out for Mecole Hardman and Demarcus Robinson to make a play for the Chiefs on offense by the end of this game. Don't know when, but at some point in time by the end of the game. But Dallas on defense, once again, they have to continue to get stops. They're getting there, but get back on offense. You can't settle for field goals all the time. You got to be able to punch it in and score a touchdown. First and 10, Mahomes going to step up, finds Kelsey down the middle. First and 10, Chiefs out past the 40 to the 46 goes 87 for a 1st down. Now you run the football, work in the run game. And then you beat them deep with play action. Go back to Kelsey. Keep them off balance. Mahomes going to roll out. Nice block by Clyde on Leighton Vander Esch. And then he passes complete to Tyreek Hill on 1st and 10. He gets 11. Another Chief 1st down. They move the 6 again. Complete to Mecole Hardman. He's got a good block, and he's going to get 11 just like Hill did on the last play on 1st and 10. And they move the 6 to get another 1st down for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now you want to work in the run game a little bit more. A nice block by Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce for 17. Miko Hardman to get another Chief first down. Fake the give. And a deep ball near side. No one there. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. 4 minutes on the dot to play in this third quarter.
This Thanksgiving, you have a free chance to win $100,000 of Carrie's money. Like Fox Super 6. Scan that QR code now and enter your picks in the Thanksgiving Challenge. For your chance at the jackpot. Free to play. Download the Super 6 app right now. 2nd and 10.
Patrick Mahomes going to tuck it and run, and then slides out of bounds after pick up a 3. 3rd and 7. 3:53 to play now in the third and counting. Clock rolls. Where are you at? Inside the 30? Third and 7 from the 29. Oh, work something over the middle. Work something over the middle. Mahomes going to step up, and Mahomes going to go down on the sack again. Credit to this Cowboy defense. They have stepped up since this game started. Making stop after stop now, which is a good thing in their regard. And, yeah, field goal right on the outside of field goal range now for Harrison Butker. It would be about a 52-yard field goal. But they'll have Harrison Butker trot on for a kick to make it a 19-6 game. This is officially going to be from 53 yards. He missed an extra point, but he's good on an extra point, and now good on 2 field goals. And the kick's up and good, 19-6. That is your score with the Chiefs on top with 2:50 to play.
Tis the holiday season and joy filled the town, except for Scrooge, with his permanent frown. The gift of a Peloton bike did touch his soul. Riding fast, flowing proud, getting hella swole. You can do it! I'm doing it! Was Scrooge a new man? Oh, without doubt. When your workout's a joy, it's a joy to work out. This is the dimension of imagination. If you love that chicken from Popeyes, you'll love our nuggets. They're crispy, juicy, and packed with our signature home-style Louisiana flavor. Try an 8-piece for $3.99. And don't forget to order your Cajun turkey from Popeyes today.
This Black Friday, get the amazing iPhone 13 Pro on us when you trade in your old or damaged phone. You break it, we upgrade it, whether you're a current customer or a new one. And get up to $800 when you switch. Because everyone deserves better.
New gifts arriving in a store near you for way less than you expect at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Home Goods.
On a suspicious Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Hey, Logan, wonder if you can help me out with something. Sure. Looking for a couple of goalposts. Went missing after the big win last night.
What? That's awful. Who would steal a goalpost?
Say, that is a nice new swing set you got there.
Oh, this old thing makes the boy happy, I guess.
Interesting design.
Yeah, it's Scandinavian. You know what? You should check the streakers across the street. They have a very suspicious new antenna.
Thanks for the tip.
Anytime, Sheriff.
Dr. Pepper, the one fans deserve.
Gordon Ramsay is taking the cooking competition to a whole new level.
year, 7 times in the playoffs, 5 division championships, 3 times he's been to the AFC Championship game. He's been to the Super Bowl twice and won it all 2 years ago. And is also, by the way, the winningest coach in Philadelphia Eagles history. And was a punt pass and kick specialist as he we'll save that video for another day. As a favorite, most opportunities in this game. There's been 4 takeaways total. And they've led to a total of 6 points. But a tough day, and it's gotten a lot tougher without their top 2 receivers. And I'll go back to it. The big man back here in the backfield right now.
With the Chief drive stalling, having to settle for 3. They now lead by 13 again, 19-6. Touchback on the kick. Handoff from Prescott to Tony Pollard for 4 yards. Second down and 6. 2:18 to play in this third quarter. Dallas is still in it for the time being, but they once again are in a hole and they can't find a way out. Just when we think they found a way out, it comes crashing down on them again. Second and 6, they get Tony Pollard, along with Zeke on that last drive, involved in the pass game a little bit more now. That goes for a first down. So first and 10 from the 35. Handoff, no fake the give, to Tony Pollard. Prescott going to step up. Has him at the first down marker. That's Michael Gallup, and he gets 12 yards on the reception. Our Cowboy first down. They move the sticks.
This play action with the turn back protection then shores everything up. And you see the pocket that Prescott has. You got Chris Jones coming in late, but it opens up. And then just a really good job by Gallup to sit right down in the ball as the zone. And a nice game. Cowboys need a touchdown. It's got to fit with this possession.
Prescott going to fake it, complete to Cedric Wilson. He's going to get another Cowboy first down. Inside the 40, down to the 35. They're able to move the football. They are. They can't punch it in, though. They always end up stalling, and they have to settle for 3. Until they get over the hump, that's just the way it is. And they get Tony Pollard involved in the screen game, and that goes for another 15, another Cowboy first down. That's 4 consecutive first downs for the Dallas Cowboys, now inside the red zone. First and 10, but that'll do it for the third quarter. And as the final seconds tick off at the end of the third, the Kansas City Chiefs lead the Dallas Cowboys 19-6. As we'll have 15 to play with the Cowboys knocking on the door. Prescott now 20 of 31 for a $138. Has the interception, but doesn't matter because Kansas City didn't do anything with it. The 2 strip sacks, though. The one went for points. That was the Kansas City Chief field goal. And the other strip sack also went for points. It was Dallas Cowboy field goal. But then those cancel each other out. Cowboys also have another field goal. Bucker has 2 kicks total plus 2 touchdowns with a missed extra point. So 19-6. So once again, we'll see if that missed extra point comes into play by any means. Because 19-6, 15 minutes to play. Dallas scores twice. They'll end up winning by 1, 20-19.
It's a new feeling.
if, of course, they can get stops and Kansas City doesn't score. But as mentioned at the start, I feel this game is still going to come down to the wire. Dallas has to punch it in there right now. They've had numerous opportunities to score touchdowns, and they haven't been able to. They haven't been able to punch it in. They need to score a touchdown right now if they want to get back in this game. If they don't have to settle for another kick, down 10, just cutting the lead, but time not on their side, Kansas City drives and scores, you're down even more, game's over then at that point. So we'll see what happens, but at the end of the third quarter, 19-6, Chiefs lead it over the visiting Cowboys. Prescott, as mentioned, 20-31 for a $138 and an interception. Patrick Mahomes, and his Patrick Price, 17-29 for 220 and an interception as well. Both quarterbacks, credit to both defenses, sacked 3 times apiece. It's been a defense showdown, it has. I mean, 2 rushing touchdowns from inside of 5 yards, and then 4 total field goals in a low-scoring affair of 19-6 at the end of the third quarter. But just imagine if those Cowboy field goals were touchdowns. You know, they score a touchdown now, they take the lead, and then the Chiefs are coming back in the fourth. So we'll see what happens, but 1st and 10 from the 21 as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Your score, Kansas City 19, Dallas 6. Prescott going to hand off to Zeke. We have a late whistle, though. That play will not count. It'll be delay game, maybe. False start. False start, okay. 5 yards, they'll replay it down. 1st and 15, just continue to shoot themselves in the foot. Both teams, but these officials, it's been pathetic all day. So now from the 26, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, trips near side. And another run up the middle to Zeke. And they get 4 of those 5 yards back to the 22. 2nd down.
So they definitely feel good, as they should. I mean, you showed the numbers for Dak Prescott and what they've been able to do. Really have not been able to shake anybody. As I said, longest completion, just 18 yards. For an offense, it's been a big play machine. And they just feel really good about their corners and what they have versus Dallas wide receivers.
Dump off to Cedric Wilson, but it's behind the line of scrimmage, and he's going to lose another couple yards back to the 25. So right back to where they just were, where they started from, 3rd and 13. Going the wrong way again. Probably going to have to settle for another field goal. And that's not saying much because you can't settle for 3 all the damn time. And then not give up, or do in fact give up and expect to be in the game when you're in a bigger hole than you currently are in. Prescott going to step up. He's going to get on the sack. Back to the 30. It'll be 4th and from Tulsa to go. Chris Jones on the sack for the 3rd time. And here comes Greg Zuerlein for about a 47, 48-yard field goal to make it a 10-point deficit. Even with timeouts, 2-minute warning, about 10 minutes to play, time not on Dallas' side. Just think if he misses this, the game's for sure going to be over. Kicks up and good, though. So at least they have Greg Zuerlein. He has all 9 of their points on 3 field goals. It's 19-9. Can't settle for field goal. You got to punch it in. And even with time and timeouts, whether they stop them or not, hope to God they do. If they do, a touchdown's still not going to be the answer. It will to an extent, but you're still going to be down. They're going to have to get now a few stops on defense and go fast on offense and make some plays and score some more points. They've been in the red zone how many damn times? And they can't punch it in? Just absolutely pathetic. It's like they've sort of abandoned the running game, trying to get back to it, but as mentioned with the running backs, until just as of late, they're not doing it enough. They need to do it a whole lot more. But up until as of late, they weren't doing it at all. Doing a little bit, but still not enough. Get the running backs the ball out of the backfield. Run the screens. Elliott and Pollard on the ground have a total of 16 carries for 82 yards rushing. Pollard up by 18, 50-32. But then receiving, Zeke has 3 catches for 7 yards. And Tony Pollard has 2 catches for 20 yards. They have not gone to Dalton Schultz since the second quarter. They need to go back to him. But credit to both of these defenses. It's a slugfest is what it is. It's a defensive showdown, as mentioned earlier, coming down to the wire. What defense is going to bend but doesn't break? We've had a few explosive plays. I mean, they're on some trickery, but now when we come back, can the Chiefs put this game away? Can they get to a point, work some time, score, make it out of reach for the Cowboys to come back and contend? That's going to be the question. If they can do that, this game is over. Because even now, only leading by 10 with 12:52 to play, both teams 3 timeouts, 2-minute warning, we still have ourselves a ball game right now. So, still a lot of football to be played. Patrick Mahomes complete to Travis Kelce after a touchback on the kick. That goes for about 4, maybe 5 yards. Flag on the play. Dirty laundry is. Mahomes signaling it's against the Cowboys. I didn't see no penalty to begin with, so I don't know what this is. But there is a flag on the play. After the play was over, personal foul and unnecessary roughness on the Cowboys. Where? That's bad. That's bullshit. Where the hell was the penalty?
There it comes in right at the end. Pushes Tyreek Hill right in the back.
That? Okay, maybe. I don't know, but nothing you can do about it. They called it. Didn't pick it up. You live with it. You got to get a stop. 1st and 10 from the 46. You move on. It's in a play. And the Chiefs are going to run it. Clyde Edwards-Helaire up the middle, and he's going to get 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Good to see Clyde back running the football for the Chiefs. Now has 9 carries for 40 yards rushing and a score. Whiskey is the audible. Peyton Manning with Omaha Steaks. Patrick Mahomes. Whiskey. And on 2nd and 3, they get a first down. So they're going to try to go home and score a touchdown. Close this game out. Tyreek Hill's been quiet as of late. Watch from Holmes to go to him. He's in motion. But Mecole Hardman. Josh Gordon lined up near side. Incomplete. Intended for Hill. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes and his childhood. Let's go to Tom Rinaldi.
Joe, Patrick Mahomes from Tyler, Texas, talking to him this week on the phone. He said he grew up a lifelong Cowboys fan and a family filled with them. Would go to the games even before Jerry World was built. And when this game came out in the spring on the schedule, he noted it immediately. He has a lot of family here. He said, I just hope they remember to cheer for me. I think that's probably a pretty safe bet, guys.
I don't think there's any doubt. 2nd down and 10.
Mahomes pump fakes. He'll step up. He's going to run. And Diggs pushes him out of bounds after 4, maybe 5-yard run. 3rd short. 3rd medium.
You know, there are times when we watch now Patrick for a couple of games where his eyes are always downfield, and there's room in front of him if he's willing to just take off. But he's just kind of, then by that time, the time kind of runs out a little bit. Yeah, no, I agree with you. And he's just, he would much rather get the big play. So when he's outside the pocket, he's definitely looking for that. But if he was a little more decisive, there'd be more there. But he's got a lot of big plays doing it that way.
Kansas City's starting to work this clock. They don't snap until there's 1 second on the play clock. 3rd and 6, they go to Hill. He's not going to get a first down. Be 4th and about 2. He gets up holding his his left forearm, left wrist. And he should be all right, but Kansas City going to have to punt on 4th and 3. They'll drain this clock under 10 minutes before they snap it. But Dallas going to have a chance to get back in this game. Actually, Butker's on for another field goal. This from 51. He's already good from 53. All right. Kicks up, and the kick's no good, though. That's why you punt. What'd I say? Punt. So still a 10-point lead. 19-9. I mean, 22-9. You have to score a few touchdowns to get back into it. Dallas looks out on a field goal there. 9:43 to play, 19-9 Chiefs. Dallas has to score, though, on this upcoming drive. If they don't, the game's over. There's no way in hell they get back in it. None whatsoever. None. 0% chance. Kansas City would be 7-4 with a win. Dallas would fall, of course, to 7-3 before hosting the team the Chiefs beat last Sunday night on Sunday Football, the Raiders, who right now are hosting the Bengals, and we'll update some scores later on. But, yeah, Dallas has to score now. If they don't score, game's over. I mean, they honestly probably could settle for another field goal if they have to. Make it 19-12. That's a 7-point deficit. But then they also have to get another stop on defense, get the ball back, score, tie the game up at 19. And then the missed extra point will come into play then at that point. Kansas City would have it. They'd be up 20-18, 20-19, but then I would think Dallas would go for 2 to make it 20 apiece. Ball game at that point in time, but Dallas has to score some points on this next drive. And they, I know damn well, would like a touchdown.
Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, or if you had a vaccine or plan to.
Tremfya. Emerge Tremfya. Janssen can help you explore cost support options.
Rated team. Susie posted, I'll pass on VR, I'm not a gamer nerd. So dabs on a glacier, lunges on a volcano, and getting the best workout of your life. It's for gamer nerds? Come on, Susie.
Shop Black Friday deals Sunday through Friday at Pulse. Earn $15 Pulse cash for every $50 spent. And take an extra 15% off. Get a Keurig, $84.99.
NFLshop.com for special offers.
Beginning. Came in here around 11 o'clock here local time is when the parking lot opened up for good. And just like we thought, Troy, in this game, no touchdown passes between Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes. A little different game than we were anticipating for sure. A little birthday treat for a little 8 ball. First down from the 41. Prescott steps up.
Prescott going deep. Has a man, it's incomplete. Intended for Cedric Wilson at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 10. Don't mind taking a deep shot on first play. I mean, I'd keep doing what you've been doing, though, and move the ball, and then you get over the hump, and you run a play you haven't run in a while, catch them off guard, run the football, too, and score some points. If I'm the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott looking to throw, dumps it off in the screen. Near side, completes to Ezekiel Elliott, who gets about 4 yards. And then an injured Chief, who's hobbling on the sideline. Now 3rd and 7. I don't know why Dallas is in a hurry right now. Good to go. Prescott going to go down the sack. Back of the 40. Defense, defense, defense. About 10 total sacks between these two teams now. And down goes Prescott again. This Chief defense is going to win in the game. Now the Cowboy defense is going to have to make a stop fast, get the ball back, score, get another stop and score again. I don't think they're going to be able to get it. This game's over. This game is over with 8.5 to play. The Chiefs are going to win it, whether it's 19-9 or not. The Chiefs are going to end up winning this game because the Cowboys almost get the punt blocked, but they can't score touchdowns today. No, what it is, they cannot score. They've been able to move, but they've had to settle for 3 every single time. Ain't going to cut it. You have to score touchdowns. I mean, if Kansas City doesn't have their 2 touchdowns and you have your 1 more field goal than they do, with the missed extra point or without it, you're up 9-6, 9-7 right now. But you gave up 2 goal line rushing touchdowns. That really is the difference now. It is. One was from Kelsey. One was from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Chiefs going to get the ball back after the punt. 1st and 10. Under 8 to play. They're going to run the football, and they're going to run this clock out. And the Dallas Cowboys, for the most part, they might stop them, but I doubt they will. Kansas City is about ready to turn the Jets on. And they're about ready to close this sucker out, I guess. That's what it seems like. That's what I feel about ready to happen. Until then, it's 19-9. Credit to both defenses. Credit to both defenses. Prescott's gone down 5 times. Mahomes has gone down 3 times. 4 total turnovers. It's a slugfest. This is old school football. Smash mouth football. You always want to rely on your special teams too, folks. Because if not, Dallas has a big old goose egg. rather than those 3 field goals for 9 points. 19-9. Missed extra point by Bucker. Missed field goal as well from 51, but he made from 53 and from 37. So hit or miss, give or take, but 19-9. And Dallas, because they can't score touchdowns, and they couldn't at that point in time stop those 2 rushing touchdowns. That's the difference. That's why they're going to lose. First and 10 from the 14. And Mahomes going to hand off. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 15-yard run up the middle. And the question is now, when's Dallas start calling their timeouts to get the ball back? They're going to work this clock. There's about a 5-second differential between the game clock and play clock. Snap with about 7:06, 7:07 to play. Run it again and just keep running the football if I'm the Kansas City Chiefs. Run the football. Run this clock. They do that once again, and Clyde up the middle for about 4. Second down. So now 2nd and 7 from the 31, 6:42 and counting to play. 19-9 Chiefs. Hand off to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 5 yards, 3rd and 2. Clyde will stay in. He's going to continue to run the football. No, he's going to come out. Run Darrell Williams in. Run the football. This might be your ball game. 3rd and 2. They'll probably have to get another stop because of the time. With timeouts, 2-minute warning. But Dallas has to continue to get stops, and they haven't. They have been, but they haven't been able to on defense. Both defenses played well. They run a tight end pass near side in the flat to Kelsey. Stays in bounds. Clock going to roll. First down Chiefs. Out past midfield. 1st and 10. Under 6 to play. Back to the running game. Back to the running game. Run the damn ball. Run away with the win. Hold on to win, really. Find a way to win. The Chiefs have been good at that as of late. They're hot. They are. Them and the Patriots right now in the AFC, arguably probably the 2 hottest teams in the conference. That's as of right now. Tennessee's playing good, but they just lost to the Texans. So I get it's 1 game. The Colts won, though, so they're only 2 games back. But there's still a lot of football to be played from now until the end of the regular season. So we'll see who makes the playoffs versus who doesn't.
Christmas Day for football, and we'll be in Green Bay for the Cleveland Browns and the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau.
2nd and 10 from the 45. Pringle in motion. They're going to hand off. Darrell Williams up the middle. And he gets to the 50 for 5. 3rd and 5 from there with 5:05 to play. Run the football. Do not turn it over. Run the damn ball. Work this clock. 7:55 when they got the ball to play. If they can run all that time off the clock, whether they score a touchdown or not, and just close it out, when you need to close the game out and then you know you can because you've done it, that's a good thing. Hill in motion. And Mahomes complete to Tyreek Hill. He's going to make a man miss, and he's going to get another first down. Stay in bounds. He does. 3rd and 6, he got 8. And the clock's going to continue to roll with everyone's favorite number to play, 4:20 and counting. Be 1st and 10. With now under 4 minutes to play by the time they snap the football. Dallas going to have to start calling their timeouts, 2-minute warning as well. But whether they get the ball back or not, timeouts or no timeouts, 2-minute warning, no 2-minute warning, they're down by too much right now. There's no way they come back and win this. I said 8 minutes to play 5 minutes ago in football time. The game's over. And the game's for sure going to be over here shortly. But handoff, Darrell Williams once again. And he's going to bounce a tackle and 11-yard run. When the Chiefs need to be able to run the football, they've been able to run the football today. Back to the running game. They do. And Williams loses a yard, but now Dallas going to call timeout. Yeah, timeout, Cowboys. 2:57 to play. Cowboys call their first of 3 timeouts. Even if they force them to settle for 3, 22-9, 25-9 if they have their other kick, there's still no way in hell the Cowboys come back and win this. This game is over. And they got beat because they couldn't punch it in for 6. That's going to be the main focal point of today. The Cowboys couldn't score touchdowns. They had to settle for field goals, and that's why they lost. Even with all the defensive plays, all the sacks, all the turnovers, they couldn't score touchdowns, and then in the later part of the game here, the Chiefs ran all over them, and they couldn't stop the clock, and they ran it out on them, and they got beat. Another timeout for the Cowboys. 3rd down. 3rd and long now. All right. And another sack. Yeah. Yeah, Mahomes just fell down, and then Parsons fell on him.
And then he finally did, and they scored easily. This one, if he just turns and pitches it right away, as soon as Parsons takes them, they've got a nice gain out there. I think Mahomes maybe overthought that a little bit, or it's just something he's not real crazy about doing. But nevertheless, I think the big thing, what you just said, Joe, was, I mean, if you're Steve Spagnuolo or Andy Reid in this defense, I mean,
3rd and 19-9. From the 42, just getting field goal range, kick it. Make them call the 3rd final timeout. Pump fake, and then they run a tight end screen to Kelsey, or Blake Bell, 81, former Oklahoma quarterback. And he gets to the 34, 4th down, timeout boys with 2:45 to play. And here comes Harrison Butker to, for the most part, just seal it. Even though the game's already over, but this would be from, once again, 50 plus, about 52, 53. On 4th and 11, the Chiefs will attempt another field goal. And the Chiefs actually call their first timeout. What are they going to do? Punt? Be a good decision. punt, pin them deep, make them drive on you. Rather than kick it, miss it again, and then you give them good starting field position again like you did on the last drive. No, they'll still kick it. Buckers, they're going to run a fake. Oh, pooch punt. All right. And it's going to bounce into the end zone. Nope. Down inside the 5, down at the 2. The Cowboys touch it? If so, Kansas City recovered. That was a good play call. I was about ready to say. Buckers made from 53. Missed from 51. That was from 52. And then they run a direct snap to Bucker, and he pooch punts it. It looked like it was going to bounce in the end zone. That's why I had said that. And then the Chiefs down it inside the 5 to the 2-yard line, 1st and 10 Cowboys from there. So they're going to have to drive the length of the field, no timeouts, 35 seconds away from 2-minute warning, down 10 to try to get back in this game. There's no way they do that. And the ball will fall incomplete near side. Second and 10. It's intended for Dalton Schultz. And, well, yeah, maybe a penalty on that. Prescott looking to throw. Complete to Dalton Schultz again, out past the 20 to 22, 1st and 10. Get some breathing room with 2:24. A first down, no timeouts though. Gonna have to go. Gonna have to go quick. We'll have final stats and scores momentarily, so stay tuned. And Prescott once again looking through it down the middle, has a man at midfield and is dropped by Cedric Wilson. I think you heard footsteps because he got drilled. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Yeah, that was the other thing I mentioned earlier. Way too many damn drops. The Cowboys just haven't played good all day, plain and simple. And really in the end, because they couldn't score touchdowns, I'm going to deserve to lose. Prescott looking to throw again, complete to Dalton Schultz, out of bounds for a 6-yard gain. Be 3rd and more 5-yard gain, 3rd and 5, 2:13 to play. So, I mean, they're moving the ball here again, not taking up a whole lot of hell of a time, but still down 10. Because even if they score, they're going to have to kick an onside kick. And very rarely do teams recover onside kicks anymore. 3rd and 5, trips in a bunch near side from the 27. Prescott gonna step up. Dak pump fakes, gets rid of it, complete to Ezekiel Elliott, and they finally get the running backs involved in the screen game. Might be a little too late, but they give him a first down. He gets out of bounds with 2:04 to play. Unless they wind the clock, they'll be able to get the ball off once more with another snap before the 2-minute warning. And they're out towards midfield now. From the 46, 1st and 10. And Prescott, Dak dumps it off to Zeke once again. Yeah, it took them this long, but they're finally get the running backs involved in the screen game, something I've been saying since the start of the damn game. 2-minute warning. The 2nd down, Dallas, down 10 on the road against Kansas City. 19-9, officially a minute 57 to play.
What if smartphones were more than just smart? The all-new Google Pixel 6 truly sees you, not a blurry face. And for things you don't want to see, it removes them instantly with Magic Eraser. On our most advanced and inclusive smartphone camera yet. Live Translate speaks your language and hers. It's the phone that understands we're all different. Google Pixel 6. For all you are.
Come on, everybody. Let's get to work. Yanni, you're going to be working with the #1 choreographer in Red Shore City.
He's freaking me out. Tippy toes. Tippy toes. I don't see your tippy toes.
If you could give me some dance lessons, you would be saving my life.
Scene 2, rated PG, in theaters Christmas. See previews this Saturday at SeeWhatYou.com for tickets.
It's the most joyous time of the year.
Especially at T-Mobile. Let's go to Diane.
Can you tell us what's happening? I got the awesome new iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, and T-Mobile's paying for them both. Oh, and I get a free year of Apple TV Plus. And this is for new and existing T-Mobile and Sprint customers. Like me. Back to you. Hello?
We're going to T-Mobile. Upgrade to the iPhone 13 Pro and AirPods, both on us. This week only at T-Mobile.
During Walmart's Black Friday deals for days, there's all the best deals. Score Monday online or Friday in store. This season, head to Walmart's Black Friday deals for days.
There are mornings, and there are woke up late, out of toothpaste, spilled coffee in yourself mornings. At least with the 2 for $4, you can do breakfast your way. Want 2 of this, or that, or this and that. Mix and match the sandwich and biscuit on the 2 for $4.
Week 11 continues tonight on NBC and with Monday Night Football on ESPN. Then Week 12 kicks off with a Thanksgiving Day triple header. Stream games on mobile with the Yahoo Sports and NFL apps.
Today's Week 11 at Burger King. Get 2 breakfast sandwiches for $4 at Burger King.
Second and 3 for the Cowboys out of the 2-minute break. They trail by 10, no timeouts. 19-9 is your score from the 47-yard line. Second and 3, Prescott going to step up, complete the 40. That complete to number 17, Malik Turner. As he's going to be in the slot now near side with Noah Brown out wide. Michael Gallup, top of your screen. Dalton Schultz in the slot as well. No Amari Cooper, no CeeDee Lamb. Prescott over the middle, complete. Galloping his way inside the red zone down to the 19, 1st and 10 with 1:21 to play. I mean, you could let him score just for the hell of it. If you want to, but I still want it. I'd still get stops. Prescott going to step up down the middle. It's going to be picked off at the 5-yard line, and that'll seal it. The Chiefs are going to win it 19-9. They'll have a minute to play on the dot. 2 kneel downs and a victory. Dak Prescott with a few turnovers today. Not being able to score and having to settle for field goals. The turnovers. As good as both these defenses played with all the sacks. Not being able to stop the Chief rushing attack late. But in the end, not being able to score touchdowns. You can't settle for field goals. That's what cost Dallas the game today. And the Cowboys are going to lose by 10 on the road against the Kansas City Chiefs. Your final score, Kansas City 19, Dallas 9. Prescott going to finish up 28 of 43 for 216 and 2 interceptions. Also had a strip sack that Kansas City capitalized on. Sacked 5 times. Mahomes was sacked 3 times, also strip sacked once. Cowboys capitalized on the field goal as well, so those cancel each other out. We're going to get bonus coverage in the fourth quarter. Cardinals and Seahawks coming up shortly. Post-game handshake with Andy Reid and Mike McCarthy. Arizona leads at 23-13 over Seattle. We'll get to that game here in a second. Be sure to tune back in less than an hour or so for more live watch-along reactions live right here on YouTube of Sunday Night Football with the Steelers and Chargers. Prescott going to finish, as mentioned, and Arizona's going to win it. They have a 1st and 10. Seattle can stop it twice, but they're down 10 in a minute 16 to play. So this game's over too. Who won between Cincinnati and Vegas? That's the other question. Because we know what the hell else has happened so far today. The Bengals pull away on the road and beat the Silver and Black 32-13. Cowboys, of course, lose on the road against the Chiefs 19-9. The Cardinals are going to get 9-2 and defeat the Seahawks, who will fall to 3-7. 23-13 win for the Cards. But in the game we just witnessed, Kansas City defeating Dallas 19-9. That is, in fact, your final score. Dak Prescott finished 28 of 43 for 216 yards passing, 2 interceptions. He was sacked 5 times. Mahomes was 23 of 37, 260 and a pick. He was sacked 3 times. Credit to both defenses with all the sacks and the turnovers we witnessed today. Rushing, Tony Pollard finished 7 of 50. Ezekiel Elliott, 9 of 32. They sort of abandoned the run game late when they were still in it. But they finally did get the running backs involved in the pass game out of the backfield and with the screens. But it took them a little too long to get that in the mix. And in my eyes, it sort of cost them because it started to work for them late. They were able to move the football. The Dallas Cowboys were, for the most part, all afternoon. I mean, they got in a hole early. They trailed at halftime 16-3, but they win the second half. But in the end, all anybody ever remembers is whether you won or lost. And in the end, they still lost. And a win's a win, and the Chiefs will take it to get to 7-4. Dallas falls to 7-3. Kansas City on a bye next week. Cowboys host the Raiders on Thursday afternoon on Thanksgiving. Chiefs win at 19-9. But the difference in this game was the 2 rushing touchdowns from inside the 5-yard line on goal to go for the Kansas City Chiefs. Travis Kelce had a rushing touchdown, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire in his return from injury also had a rushing touchdown as he finished with 12 carries for 63 yards rushing and a score. Kelce 1 for 4 and a touchdown. He also had Travis Kelce had 5 catches for 74 yards receiving. Darrell Williams, 5 for 15 in the backfield. Tyreek Hill in the end around 1 for 33. Mahomes was also 7-11, even though Sheets is better. And then Williams 1 for 11 receiving. Hill 9 for 77. Mecole Hardman 2 of 25. Clyde Edwards-Helaire 2 for 13. Gordon had a catch for 7 yards in the first half. Byron Pringle 1 for 37. Kelce 5 for 74 as mentioned. Gray and Bell also had a catch for 8 yards apiece. The difference was the 2 rushing touchdowns by the Kansas City Chiefs. The Cowboys couldn't stop the running game late. When Kansas City needed to run the football to close the game out, they were able to. Credit to them. The Cowboys got down early in a hole, couldn't get out of it until it was like they were able to move the football. But in the end, you can't settle for field goals. Cannot settle for 3 all the damn time. They cannot score a touchdown. And the Cowboys are held without a touchdown today. They lose by 10. Your final score, the Chiefs win it 19-9 at home against the visiting Dallas Cowboys. So that'll do it for myself, your host, Encyclopedia Sports, Coy and Luke 96 live right here on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in and listening. As always, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. The links in the description below, and hopefully you'll tune in about less than an hour or so for more live watch-along reactions, live here on the channel for NFL Sunday Night Football, as we'll head out to the City of Angels with the Chargers hosting the black and gold Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football. So that'll come up here shortly. Hopefully you'll tune in and listen. As mentioned, I'll have live watch-along reactions live right here on the channel then. But in the meantime, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Once again, links in the description below. And the Chiefs defeat the Cowboys 19-9. Chiefs on a bye next week. Cowboys will host the Raiders on Thanksgiving. Hopefully everyone has a safe and happy holiday on Thursday. Be sure to tune in here shortly for more live watch-along reaction. Sunday football, Steelers, Chargers tomorrow as well, with a watch of, on a delay, WWE Survivor Series that's about to kick off in about a half hour or so on the WWE Network on Peacock. We'll watch that tomorrow night with WWE Monday Night Raw and NFL Monday Night Football. And then next week, we'll have more college football in the NFL live right here on the channel for more live watch-along reactions. But today, as mentioned once again, the Chiefs defeat the Cowboys by a final score of 19-9. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on social media. Links in the description below. Hope to see everybody about 45 minutes or so live right here on the channel for more live watch-along reactions live right here on YouTube with Sunday Night Football, Pittsburgh Steelers, LA Chargers. Chiefs win it by 10, 19-9.
Switch to Geisinger Gold.